And welcome everybody across the fruited plains and around the globe. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks, coming to you live from the beautiful hill country town of Blanco, Texas, as the Canyon Lake Hawks travel up Highway 281 to meet their all too familiar Blanco Panther football game in our 13 matchup as the Hawks continue this trilogy here. Glad to have everybody here tonight on a beautiful night here in Blanco, Texas, on a beautiful grass field for a Friday night-like game that is long on the books for both schools. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight and joining us here on YouTube. We want to thank all of our sponsors, Comal ISD, Canyon Lake High School, support of the faculty and staff, and everybody that is listening to us around the world, believe it or not, and across the fruited plains in Texas. Darren and LJ here on my left and my right, and Darren will be producing the show as always. He'll be giving a little color commentation as well. And on my right is LJ Anderson, and he will be giving us his colorful analytics from just general football knowledge and giving us a little 411 on the Blanco Panthers this year. I'll be doing your play-by-play, and I'm Corey Martelli. The man on the camera is a very experienced man, TJ Bame. He'll be running the camera tonight, and we will have a good production as long as it holds out. But we are up on the fourth floor, as they say here in Blanco, our third direct outdoor cast on top of a press box. We were in a pergola at one point, we were in a deer blind at one point, and now we're just kind of under the stars, but we've got a good view here, and we want to thank everybody for coming on.
Well, we haven't been inside yet.
Yeah, we haven't been inside yet to a press box.
Well, that's probably a good thing, but we haven't been. So we'll make the best of it. It's going to be a good night. You can see the sun setting behind you a little bit, so that's a beautiful evening. Absolutely.
And last time we played, we were in Jourdanton, aptly named the Deer Blind by LJ. Before that, we were in Beeville, and we were up on the other side there. And before that, we only got one game into at our home stadium there, and that was at home, and that was the Panthers of LaGrange. Good to be back. Friday Night Lights, past the bye. Here we go.
It is. It seems like the week off was kind of lonely. You know, we got to watch a little good football, but we're certainly going to see a lot of good football tonight. These two teams, you know, the age-old saying, you can throw out the record books. That literally is true with these close rivals. You know, and they come to play every time, either at home or away. And so we're gonna see a lot of things, some similar styles, and then a lot of differing styles also. So
absolutely.
We'll get to enjoy a lot of good football from a couple of winning coaches.
Absolutely. Coach Tesh here at Blanco running the wing tee offense. It's mostly run. They pass about 7 times a game, but they're going to run that ball hard, just as Canyon Lake does with their slot tee offense, 2 ground and pound offenses. And we'll go into Blanco in just a minute with LJ's analysis of the team, all the facts and things that he found out about Blanco. But, yeah, ground and pound tonight on a grass field. It's a beautiful field, and you'll see a lot of running up and down the field in both teams with the mantra of, hey, let's do a 7-minute drive and get 6 points at the end.
They are a ball control offense. The interesting thing, though, is that they've had a lot of success passing in the red zone, and so they've thrown for actually 6 touchdowns. So you'll see the ball in the air when they need it, kind of a little bit of a misdirection rollout type of pass. But it's certainly something that they like to go to and have been very effective. You know, the wing tee is slightly different from the slot tee. The slot tee is the derivative of the wing tee. The wing tee, the backs are a little further back. You'll actually see them line up in a wing position. The slot tee, the runners are closer to the line of scrimmage, and it's a little quicker misdirection. Mm-hmm. So similar thought process, a little bit different style. You'll see a lot more option out of the wing tee, and you'll see a quarterback tonight that loves to run the football.
He does. He is the leading rusher, is he not?
He is.
Talk a little bit about their quarterback, number 12.
Baylor Smith, senior, this year 15 for 35. So he has thrown the ball 35 times in 4 ball games, but and doesn't have a high completion ratio, but he is a super efficient passer down in the red zone. He loves to run the football. And so you'll see a little bit of a triple option or a lot of misdirection rollout, a lot of misdirection bootleg. Mm-hmm. And a leading rusher with 373 yards, 5 TDs on the ground. So 11 total.
He's not afraid to tuck the ball and run if there's nobody open downfield.
No.
At this time, we'll take a pause for the national anthem. And we're still waiting for that.
You may be seated.
Oh, moment of silence. I'm sorry. Okay, so back to their offense a little bit. Talk about the number 2 rusher on their team.
The number 2 rusher is going to be running back number 5, Devin Newsom. He's actually a sophomore. And you're going to see a very youthful Blanco team tonight. They have 26 people total on the roster. 10 of those are sophomores. One of them is a freshman. The freshman will actually have playing time. They have 6 running backs, Corey, that are over 100 yards. They have 4 that are over 200 yards. Newsom is going to be the one that's going to get the most calls after that, but not too far behind him is number 23, Jackson Kress. He's also a senior. Has run for 270 yards this year. And you've got number 1, Cody Cross, receiver, crossover type of athlete. See him a lot on defense. He'll be catching the ball, but he'll also be running the ball and is well over 100 yards this season too.
Just like the slot T, we have a lot of backs who spread the ball. Coach spreads the ball around for a lot of running backs to get those yards. As apparent by your research on Blanco, looking at their team, that's what they do as well.
They do. They like to platoon. They like to keep fresh legs. Obviously when you're grinding like that and you're running a lot of plays, you have the tendency to get a little bit exhausted. They only have 26 people on the team, so there's a lot of both ways players, and they're also very young. So you're going to see a lot of rolling out just for youth purposes, if no other reason. Give the seniors a blow, but let the young guys get a break and kind of watch from the sidelines and catch on.
With that youth comes speed.
It does come.
They do have speed on their team. That is for sure in the backfield.
They are very quick, and especially other quarterback, but also in their specialty positions, they will explode in space. They're a little bit slow to the line of scrimmage sometimes, maybe a little hesitant, but once they get to the line of scrimmage, if you don't catch them at the point of contact, they will slip by you.
Well, Canyon Lake will bring their offense and do the best they can match up, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. I know you have a few more topics on the Blanco Panthers because I just know how in-depth you really are.
I am deep. The river runs deep right here in L.J. Anderson's head.
That's not the only thing.
Look at that burnt orange moon, Corey. Look at that.
Oh, here we go.
That's beautiful.
There it is.
It is gorgeous.
That is beautiful.
Please do not take a picture of him and his burnt orange moon with any of his long hair.
Well, you need to take a picture of me with the burnt orange moon behind me.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful sunset here in Blanco, Texas. A beautiful field for you guys and girls who hadn't seen it. It's a good field. You'll see a lot of that tonight with the camera. TJ takes his aim down on the field as well. But it is a great sunset. Got a beautiful view across the valley here. You see probably 30 miles in either direction. We got a bonfire going across the way of the world's largest weenie roast.
It is.
He's got some stuff to burn, that's for sure.
The last time I saw a bonfire like that was in College Station.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, here we go, yeah. But, Blanco's going to bring it. They've got a good defense as well.
Yeah, one of the interesting things, and this is kind of we're at Blanco's homecoming. You don't want to be the homecoming game for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is they have such a long halftime. And so you really kind of got to recharge the battery.
You
so
do.
Whatever you see in the first half, you better know they got to get ready for the second half because that is a very long break. The one that comes back the most mentally prepared has a tendency to take or can make the ball game swing a little bit.
Yeah, and back in 2016, we had an hour-and-a-half lightning storm delay, and it was a rough game in the first quarter. It was anybody's game. I think it was 7-0. Canyon Lake stayed on the bus for an hour-and-a-half. They came out here, and it was a track meet after that. They got their organizations together, and coaches had them ginning, and it was a good game in 2016. Never rained here, just had the threat of it. So, like I said, 13 matchup between the two teams. Canyon Lake holds the advantage, 7-5. Those first 5 years, let me tell you what, Canyon Lake got rolled up like cheap carpet out of a double wide. Blanco was the piranha here in Central Texas. They had gone to state and won. Very good football team, very well coached, good community support, and just overall strong year-after-year organization.
If you're going to talk about the Blanco Panthers, you have to talk about Bill Tesh. And
Absolutely.
Guy's a quality individual. He spends a lot of time, his decade, his life to, graduating and growing, young men up into outstanding people. And has a lot of success on the football field. Coach Tesh was an assistant coach here for 15 years.
He was.
He coached under Danny Rogers for 15 seasons, and he was the OC. And put together during that tenure when he was the OC, they had a record 132-57. So these guys know how to win football games and do it handily.
They know how to get the best of what they have.
They really do.
I mean, you just mentioned a while ago, 26 guys on the team. They don't have a freshman team. Everybody moves up, and they know how to get the best out of their players.
They really do, and we saw that last night. They start early with junior varsity, but, getting everybody in the ball game and getting them the experience. It's not as much about winning at the lower levels. It's about experience so that when they get here, they're seasoned, to a point. And then he gets the most out of them. So you can tell he's a motivator. He took over the reins in 2017, and in 2018, he went deep in the playoff score. They went 10-3. So that tells you how far they got.
Yep.
Canyon Lake happened to be one of the 3 losses that they took that year, but we didn't fare as well in 2018 as they did. But in 2019, he was 4-6, but honestly, 3 of the losses were by 1 score. So this guy knows how to win. He knows how to get the most of this. And because it's a rivalry, it's a game that really means something, you can bet they're going to be charged up.
Absolutely. So last time Canyon Lake played, we went to Jordanton. They were 3A Division I, same as Blanco, and we talked about how good it is to have just the best 11 men on the field, take the 3A, 4A, 5A off, It's going to be about the people on the field. And the same thing is tonight. They're 3A Division I, Region 4, District 13. And like I said, throw the records out the window tonight. It's going to be a matchup. It's another 3A school. Canyon Lake better have its head on right, or they're going to get it handed to them.
Well, you talk about that Jordanton game. Jordanton was a team that state ranked, and we saw why. But in that game, there was a lot of mistakes made by Canyon Lake, and they had the opportunity, I think, to take control of the game.
4 fumbles
in the third quarter, and quite frankly, fumbled it away.
4 turnovers.
You can't do that, right? Against a really good team, you just can't do it, and they paid the price.
Absolutely, they did. So tonight, same thing. 2 ball controls, right? Offensive juggernauts, if you will. It's going to be about keeping the ball. They're going to want to have that 7, 6, 7, 8 minute drive, and LJ touched on it a while ago. They are good at what they do inside the red zone.
They really are, but you know what? Here's the answer. So we've been able to study this team. We've watched a lot of film. It's good when you get 4 or 5 games into a season so that you can see a little more film and see how they're going to react in different situations. You're probably going to see a little bit different defensive package tonight from us. We'll probably have an additional rover in. Mm-hmm. And we run a traditional 4-2-5. So everybody's gotten used to that. We talked about that a bunch, what that means. But against this particular offense, we're going to bring in some people that can tackle up to the line of scrimmage. We're going to play gaps, and you're more than likely to see an additional rover, probably drop a safety or corner in order to defend a very good running football team.
Yeah, they've got a lot of speed. Blanco's done very well this year, and they are 4-1, and their only loss was to Shiner. I think Shiner's ranked number 1 in the state, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2. So that was a tough game, and going at 4-1, they want to go to 5-1. It's homecoming tonight here, and it'll be a good game. So, well, we're going to go take a break real quick and thank our sponsors. And King Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks, will be back right after these messages.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Faith with Elite Water Rentals. Summer may be winding down, but one thing's for sure. It's still hot in Texas. So come rent a pontoon or jet ski from us. We're open 7 days a week, and your safety and satisfaction is our top priority. Beat the summer heat. Call 210-347-3436 to reserve your time. That's 210-347-3436, or visit us on Facebook, Elite Water Rentals. Go Hawks!
Whether you're needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196. Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS, number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AMCAP Mortgages LTD, NMLS number 129122.
Hey Hawk fans, did you know that not only is Hawk Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country. If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hawk Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hawk Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hawks. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hawk Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. That's 830-832-0257. Go Hawks!
And welcome back to Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks. Coming to you from Blanco, Texas, high perched on the Blanco High School press box, bringing you Friday Night Lights as the 2-2 Canyon Lake Hawks come in to meet the rivalry for the 13th time, the Blanco Panthers at 4-1. Welcome back, everybody. This is Corey Martell, your play-by-play. Darren DeSurgeon producing the show. And on my right is L.J. Anderson. He'll be doing your color for commentation, analytics, and just good old-fashioned one-liners all through the game. Cameraman tonight, and as always, is T.J. Bain working the camera. So this is, and constitutes, the voice of the Hawks. Voice of the Hawks, 5th year. This is our 135th broadcast, believe it or not. We've reached over at least 75,000. I stopped counting a while back. Had a great 4-game run so far, and this is our 5th game of the season. After tonight, we go into district, and let me tell you, it's a murderer's row in District 4 Canyon Lake. Well, Canyon Lake, we talked about the Blanco Panthers and the great program they have here, and the Coach Tesh and Rogers. Before that, LJ touched on a lot of that. We're going to talk a little bit about Canyon Lake. We got a good thing going on as well. Canyon Lake offense is over 1,500 yards in 4 games, and they've been quite the machine. And with last game we played, we mentioned at LJ and Darren that Jourdanton, we had 4 turnovers. You can't win a game with 4 turnovers against anybody, especially a team like Jourdanton. And tonight, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of the ground and pound.
Absolutely, you're going to see a lot of that, a lot of keeping it on the ground and ball control. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And I think Canyon Lake, you talk about the Jourdanton game, they did control the line of scrimmage fairly well, considering the strength of Jourdanton. But you just can't turn the ball over and hand it back to them with a short field or just kill drives. You're not built that way.
Yeah, well, Canyon Lake has improved on their defense. Coach Hooper is the defensive coordinator. He took over 4 years ago. And the thing about Coach Hoop is he's adjustment. We was on the coach's corner a couple of weeks ago. We talked about that. We said, Coach Hoop, you adjust like no one we've seen here in Canyon Lake history, and he credits that a lot to the guys in the booth, Almanza, Coach Means up there, Coach Hodges, and stuff like that. But the defense was going to have its work cut out tonight.
They really are. The front line at Blanco is extremely large, very experienced, 3 seniors, 2 juniors, and absolutely move the line of scrimmage.
Big boys.
They are big. They win the pad height battle, and they're also very quick. So they have got the work cut out. They're going to have to fill the gaps because these guys will move the line of scrimmage on you if you're not careful.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a tough battle for the Canyon Lake Hawks on the defense. Defensively, Canyon Lake is going to have almost everybody back starters, somebody that is back and glad to have him back, and that's Sean Pendleton, number 53. He is going to be playing tonight, fresh legs, if you will, and we've got everybody just about back on the team except for some running backs we'll talk about in a minute. But let's stay on the defensive side in the secondary of Canyon Lake High School. Very impressive so far this year. Even against Jourdanton, they were impressive.
They did a really nice job. You talk about Tyler Pauly and playing that cornerback position on one side, and then Blaine on the other side did a really nice job. And then nice work with the safeties over the top, and at times seeing that nickel package, which brought in that extra back to manage against the passing game.
Absolutely. They'll have Jeremy Green come over and play some defense, strong safety. He'll move around a little bit, and that'll be a guy that'll just take it to you.
You'll see Jeremy at safety to start tonight. Jeremy has got a lot of experience, first of all. He's got a lot of size. He's an excellent tackler in space. One of the things that they do really well is move to the ball, and we have created a whole lot of secondary pressure, if you will.
We have.
Causing the quarterback to run.
We have.
Now, that also has gotten us in trouble a couple of times, because with a quarterback like this one that's got feet, if you give him space to move, he can. So you got to be able to tackle him on the edge. But, we have had secondary success and really stopped a lot of quality receivers.
We have. You talk about protecting that edge. It's one of the things I've been impressed with, both those cornerbacks and those safeties playing out on the edge, that they've been able to turn the runners back inside. They've done a nice job of that. At times, you just want when against a running team like this, you just want to keep them from getting out to the edge and out on the outside. And they've done a nice job of that so far this season.
So we got Blaine Carnes playing cornerback. On the other side will be the senior, Tyler Pauly. Then you'll have, of course, we talked about him, Jeremy Green. Then you'll have the Andersons brothers back in the back. And if you're all too familiar with the Anderson brothers, you need to know anything about them. There he is. That's the dad. So Anderson's in the backfield with Green. So let's talk about the linebacking crew. Big, not so big, but fast and tenacious. Outside linebacker Patrick Allman will be back in the saddle tonight. Middle linebacker will be Derek Viatric. We'll talk about him all night long, and as well Brock Coburn.
Yeah, you got a couple seniors there, and Allman and Viatric, and they're all about. We talk about Patrick Allman. It's about speed and wreaking havoc, right? Bringing him off of the edge on blitzes, just allowing him to just be the athlete that he is. And we talked to Coach Hoop 2 weeks ago on the coaches show, and he talked about the athleticism of Allman and what he was able to do when he had him on the field.
Gave him a new dimension to do some things that if he wasn't there, gave him some leniency to do some things he might not do normally. So,
yeah, and, don't forget, in this other package, in this star package that they go to, you're going to hear the name Austin Bowers a lot. Number 10 has been excellent off the edge. His pursuit of the ball is fantastic. He's got a little speed. He's an added dimension, and he's part of the blitz package, which has really been confusing this year for people.
It is. Coach Hooper will call that razor laser, and been known to get the quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket in the few times he does throw. On the front line, you'll have Colton Ramey, the defensive end. He has wreaked havoc, batted balls. He's got it going on.
He really does. He's been
he's such a kid. He's so fast. He's in the second fastest 20-yard on the board at the school history, on the board behind Tanner Ferris, and he's a defensive end. 20-yard shuttle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He is. I saw it the other day up on the wall.
Statistics by Corey.
It's
fantastic.
New website. I'm going to have it.
It's only got one line on it.
One line so far. As far as I can get, man. But inside of him is going to be number 53, the team captain for Canyon Lake, walking on the field, and that's Sean Pendleton. He has not been back for 2 weeks. He's all fresh and ready to go. And on the other side of that will be Maxim coming in there sometimes, and as well as Shelley and a newcomer there. And on the opposite end is going to be the other defensive end is I'm drawing a blank.
Kyle Herbert.
Kyle Herbert.
Yeah,
you'll see him.
Yeah, you'll see
but
him.
I'm going to get that name right because it's Bentley. It's Sonny Bentley, not Shelby.
Yeah. It's not Shelby.
It's not Shelby. 350 Shelby.
No,
he's built like one.
Kyle Herbert has been one of the surprises this year.
It has.
He has literally wreaked havoc in everybody's kitchen. Of course, at 16 years old, that's what 16-year-olds do. They come in your kitchen and wreak havoc. But no, he's in the back. He is in the backfield as often as Ramey has been this year. And even though he may not be making the tackle, he's certainly causing the tackle to be made.
Well, I'll tell you, King Lake won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Blanco will have the ball first. Coach likes to have that ball coming out of the second half. But you're right. Defensively, we're pretty stout. I expect good things with their speed tonight. And we're going to talk about the offense here in just a second as the national anthem is going to be played here in Blanco. And the Blanco Panther fighting band with the national anthem. We thank them for that rendition. But about to get ready underway. Offensively, fastest guy on the team, Rivalry and McMullen. The quarterback, our 3-year starting quarterback is Peyton McMullen. He'll be running the ball tonight. Look for him to have things ginning. In the backfield will be Rivalry, and they'll switch off with Viatric a little bit. And the sophomore, Shane Moss.
A pleasant surprise. Absolutely spectacular. 243 yards in the last game and really showed up well.
Absolutely did.
Out of the backfield. Hits the hole hard. We've got a lot of hard running backs. So evenly matched in the backfield. They have 6. We have 5. This is going to be a dogfight.
Yeah. Well, Canyon Lake here. We'll get to their offense as the night goes on. Canyon Lake will be kicking the off, and that'll be another other than number 4, Dalton Stanley.
Kicker for the Hawks is number 4.
Back deep to receive the ball for the Panthers. Number 1, Cody Cross. He's the sophomore running back. And number 34 as well, Cade Kress. And number 6, and make the number 8, Gavin Young. And it is a beautiful night for football. We're here. We're glad to have everybody on board. So turn up your volume as Friday Night Lights have returned. And the kid's going to be pitting the corner about the 23-yard. The ball is bobbled, and here comes Canyon Lake in a fast. And down he goes. Crest is going to turn it about the 20-yard line, and tackled by number 33 on the tackle, and that's going to be Braden Maxson. Well, Canyon Lake all in their dreamsicle white uniforms and a lot of yellow for the Blanco Panthers, our home uniforms.
Yeah, that's a serious. It looks like they spilt a highlight pen over there, but it makes them easier to see on the green background.
Yeah. Well, give a shout out to Grandpa Bill in Columbus, Mississippi. He is listening to us. And 1st and 10, Blanco.
We have some extra cheerleaders helping us out tonight.
Going to be right up the middle. Hello. Here comes the whole defensive line for Canyon Lake. First getting there with a quick inside move is number 52 for Carson's number 52 for Canyon Lake. That's Ethan Maxson. Surprise! He's a good surprise. He's been.
It truly. They moved him up, and man, he has been exciting. He's really got a lot of penetration. He reads the play quickly and is able to fill up the gaps. And it's going to be the gap play tonight by the linebackers. Really going to make a difference. Corey.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers at the 28-yard line. No gain on the play. Man in motion left to right. It's going to be a jet sweep, and he's got some room. And coming across to make the tackle is that outside linebacker quickness, Patrick Allman.
Yep, and the play made by pushing him in. We saw the safety come up. Jeremy Green forces the ball inside. Linebacker scraping. He's got wheels. When he reads run, he is there on it.
Going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers. Ball at the 31-yard line. 10:54 to play in the game. We got a camera in camera here. You can see the scoreboard in the right-hand corner of your screen. Now, this is a pass or run for the quarterback, number 12. You got to watch it. He's at wheels. Baylor Smith. He'll roll out to the right side, looking downfield in the flats. He has a man open. Here comes the rush, and He is going to get hemmed in, and they will not make it to the line of scrimmage. Great pass rush by Sean Pendleton.
Well, created by the secondary, too, there, Corey. You know, you're looking for him to get the ball off inside of 2.5 seconds. Anything over that, those guys can get off that block and create havoc. That's what just happened. You know, there was no open man, or he didn't see him, and they were trying to get open.
He didn't see the man because he wasn't him, but he had a lot of guys in his face as well.
That's right. Had a lot of people in his face.
Back deep to receive the kick, the punt for Canyon Lake, number 19, Hunter Anderson. Here's the kick. Nice end over end. It'll go. Hunter takes it at about the 35-yard line. Up the field he goes. There he goes, right up the middle, and Anderson with the return fumbles the ball. Holy Toledo. Hunter Anderson with the return got hit and lost the ball at about the 47-yard line. That's turnover number 1 for Canyon Lake. And we talked about the turnovers tonight. We cannot have turnovers against a team like this.
No, that's tough. And literally had a lane, made good yardage, ran the ball strong, and got hit in the back of the elbow and just coughed it up. You learn how to protect that ball, but that's a youth mistake.
1st and 10, Blanco Panthers with new life. Canyon Lake back on the field. Got to make a stop here. It's going to be a backside. Here comes the pass downfield. He's got a man, wings it downfield. And in and out of the hands, pass intended for number 49 of the Panthers. And that's Preston Ginn.
It was there.
Well, they took a shot at the sophomore. He was a step behind, but caught up with the guy. Good coverage. He had to go up for the ball, just couldn't hold on to it.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Good pass. And like I said, Anderson caught up. 49 just lost a hand. It was a weird angle, but to bring up 2nd down and 10. 9:46 to go in the first quarter. Canyon Lake Broadcasting here, giving you like Friday Night Lights. As we appreciate all you listeners and viewers out there. Straight drop back, looks in the fat, pump fakes downfield, has a man downfield, and pass a little long again. Intended for number 11, Herbert. Anderson on the coverage again. They're working that. That was Tyler Pauly. I'm sorry.
It's Tyler
He's
Pauly.
a senior.
A little bit of a misstep. He kind of got his feet turned around just for a second, but again, speed of Pauly caught up. They had a step behind him. A good pass would have been dangerous for Blanco.
So Panthers facing a 3rd down and 10. 2 plays. It's 3 passes. 3 passing attempts. They passed 7 times on average on first 5 games. The passing situation now. Twins to the right, flexed out to the far side as your single receiver shotgun. Baylor looking downfield. Bump, look, has a man. Here comes the rush, and he's going to squeeze across to the 1st down line. He'll make it. And that's the wheels you talked about earlier. Number 12.
He's a big kid. He's got good legs and good feet underneath him. Ramey had him dialed in, and quite frankly, I thought he was going to be Church, but he was able to get away from Ramey. Then got to that 2nd level and had the defensive backfield so far back, he had plenty of room to get to the marker.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Canyon Lake 42-yard line. And Canyon Lake is going to get used to this. How quick they can get used to this, that remains to be seen. Here comes Baylor Smith and the Panthers. Man in motion, dive play right off the guard. Coming inside is number 52 again, and that's going to be Maxim.
He does a nice job of just knifing, holding that position, just knifing underneath the runner.
They're going to give him 3 yards earned, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. In comes Souza, number 44 for Canyon Lake, number 3 for the Panthers. That'll be Adrian Carrillo. He'll split out wide to the left on the numbers. Here comes Smith. Man in motion. It's going to be a backside trap, and they found that one and saw it. Good play and penetration by number 44, Souza.
Souza, the nose tackle, just blows up the middle of that line, and it just gives him no place to go.
Get about a half a yard out of that maybe. Here comes in for Canyon Lake, and that's number 3. That's Blaine Carnes passing down. In comes number 8, their tight end type guy, Gavin Young.
So good when you have a nose tackle that can just knife in and just disrupt everything right in the middle of that line.
3rd down and 7. Maybe it's 2-down territory for the Panthers. Smith under center. Rolls out to the left side, looks in the flat, has a man open. Here comes the rush, still on his feet, trying to get the ball away. He throws it downfield and out of bounds. Flag on the play, Oh, no. Could it be roughing the passer?
Cross number 1.
Well,
Pendleton's saying I didn't touch him.
There's a late flag, but it came from a good distance away. Could be a hold, too.
Oh, boy.
We'll see what they call here.
Let's just hope they didn't hit the quarterback too late.
That was a hold.
Holding
Thank
on the
goodness.
Panthers. That's one of those penalties you hold your breath because you know it's going to be 4th down, right? And then you get a late hit on the quarterback, and it gives them another life. Switches momentum.
Yeah, and we know we're all too familiar with momentum-changing plays, so we really got to capitalize on this and make a difference and get the ball back in our hands and kind of grind out some of this clock.
So it'll be 3rd down. It's going to be from the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a holding call of 10 yards. That'll back them up. Well, now Coach's drum has changed his mind. He's going to get a holding call. He's going to decline it, make it 4th down and 7. So he pushed it over on Coach Tesh, and are they in 4-down territory? I think they'll go for it.
Brings up 4th and 6 for the Panthers.
And he will. So
I like putting your faith in your defense. I mean, start it from the get-go and say, hey, look, I know you've had a couple of plays that you wish you had back, but we got confidence in you. Yep. They've gotten behind you a couple of times. You're going to make a play this time. That's what we're looking for.
Well, here we go. It'll be a chest move on both coaches' part, 4th down and 7. And Tesh has confidence in his offense, and Drum pushing the confidence over on the defense. Here comes tight bunch left for the Panthers. Shotgun formation for Baylor Smith. Drop back, quick pass. No pressure this time. All day long has a man. Oh, and almost picked off. There's a flag on the play at about the 40-yard line. So there is a flag, though. I don't think anybody sees that.
That was a beautiful read by Tyler Pauly. They like to run that flush route where they'll kind of get everybody coming in.
It's going to be a holding call on Blanco. It's going to be declined, and Canyon Lake will get the ball.
That's right. They run that. They'll run a little type of post pattern, and then they'll all break out to the corner, and they just stack them like that. So it's basically type of a Covey type of play, and they did that. Tyler Pauly read it, jumped it, and almost took it to the house. There was nobody between him and the goal line.
Well, we want to say hi to Aunt Natty and Uncle Steve in Fort Worth, the green crew. Here comes Canyon Lake. Here's a sophomore. There he is, Shane Moss. And Shane Moss breaks it out right side down to the 35-yard line. And there's a sophomore from last week.
Starting where he left off, wouldn't you say, Darren?
Absolutely. He was out of the gun like a shot. Go ahead, Corey.
They'll move the chains, and that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. 1st down.
Canyon Lake starts with a 1st down.
Moss has run a 10-8, win-8 to 100, so we know he's got the speed.
1st and 10.
More the same, and Viatric comes in, and he's tackled down the egg. Good tackle by Blanco, and that is going to be number 65 on the tackle, and it is Brandon Gombert. Good play defensively.
Gombert goes both ways. You'll see him working in and out, or barely coming off the field. I mean, this guy really is in great condition, stays in the whole game.
2nd down and 8 for Canyon Lake, at ball at about the 33-yard.
Another offensive lineman goes both ways. Again, another aggressive lineman. He reads that misdirection and is able to step up into the gap, but not after a gain of 4 yards.
Canyon Lake will face that here at about the, I'm going to say right at the 10-yard line. Come out to flex this Pauly to the left side. Rivalry in motion backside, and it's Jeremy Green gets the ball, and he's still fighting forward. Gets thrown over end, but picks up about 6 yards. He'll be a yard short, be 3rd down and 1.
One of the great things about the slot T is, Darren, is when you get in the red zone like this, everybody says, okay, you got to change your approach. Not with a slot T.
No,
you're running the same darn thing every time.
You talk about the Coach Moses. He says he's going to keep running the same play over and over again. There's no surprise. It's a mano a mano who's going to win the battle at the line.
3rd down and 2. Moss right up the gut. There goes Moss across the goal line. Touchdown, Canyon Lake. And the Hawks get on the board first at 3:50 mark, and that was just a ground and pound offense, what Coach Moses loves to do. And I'll tell you what a great effort by the offensive line. Chalk that up for the big boys.
A lot of maturity on that drive. You can let sometimes some of these mistakes get you down a little bit. You start off flat. Canyon Lake came out firing. And, from the very first play, Moss with a 16-yard gain and finishes it off with the score.
And there is a timeout by Canyon Lake. Coach Bill Green, none the too happy about having to call a timeout for an extra point. But you want to get it right. You want to get that point. Flag on the play. Now, too many men on the field. I don't know what I probably would think that call. Let's wait. It is. So Canyon Lake couldn't get it together. Tried to call timeout before the penalty was thrown. That's the argument now. I called the timeout first before you threw the flag. But that's not going to work, so it will be a penalty against Canyon Lake.
I'm assuming he'll wave off that the timeout at this point.
Yeah, well, if you didn't get the timeout in, they're certainly not going to charge you, right?
I would hope not.
One would hope.
Well, 2 bits of good news. Stanley has shown that he has a leg for this.
Oh, he has a leg, all right. Let's just see if he can get it there. High snap, kick is down, and the kick is up, and it is still good. So, 7:50 to go. Canyon Lake 7 and Blanco 0.
So we didn't lose the timeout. We still got the extra point. We had to do it from 5 yards behind where we were, but everything worked out.
And Stanley showed what he could do from that distance. So this, again, just builds a little more confidence for you.
Well, Blanco is loaded with athletic talent. There's no doubt about it. And a lot of their student athletes go both ways. But I'll tell you what, on that run, I was really impressed with Brandon Gombert. That guy was all over that drive. What an effort.
You'll see a lot of him on defense. You won't hear his number, obviously, because offensive line never gets any respect. But a lot of the plays that they make are going to be because of that front line of Blanco Panthers. They're extremely athletic and very quick off the ball.
Stanley will be teeing it up at the 40-yard line, and let's see where Coach wants him to put it. Typically, he tries to hit the number 20, right? That's where he wants to put those speed guys back there in the corner, not give him any room. We'll see where Coach has it. Stanley has the ability to kick the ball through the end zone.
Yeah, but you're going to want him to, because all three of those guys in the backfield have exceptional speed. If they get out on the edge, those two guys on the ends better do their job.
Absolutely. And Stanley will chunk one about to the 20, 25. He'll be taking up the field, and he's hit immediately by a whole host of Canyon Lake. Number 25 in on the tackle that time for Canyon Lake, and he's one of many. But we're going to give that to Connor Wyndham.
22.
Good return, so Blanco will have good field position. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. 3:43 to go. Darren has got some magic hands. He's got that camera in camera. We actually have a scoreboard of the clock there to allow our viewers to see, right? Magic for Darren.
Magic.
As Baylor Smith comes up to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a backside sweep this side. Comes in, nice block tackle, but Canyon Lake still with the pursuit. 51, look who it is coming all the way over. There's your boy for Canyon Lake.
That's Bentley.
Sonny Bentley.
Sonny Bentley does a nice job of pursuing on the backside, and while he didn't make the tackle, we saw nice effort from the free safety coming up. That's Anderson, and just forced the play and allowed Bentley time to close in from the backside.
Absolutely. Anderson's probably going to need an ice bath tonight, because he just took a stiff arm like nobody's business. That guy gives him the Heisman and then runs into number 51 solid.
2nd down and 8. Smith under center. Inside trap play, good block, and there's 52. Maxim again. Great run and block by the offensive line. Number 23 on the carry, Jackson Kress. He's the senior running back.
As you said, Corey, good blocking at the point of attack, but also a little bit of misdirection. I think everybody thought that was a fake dive, and they were going to go wide, and it caught a couple of people off guard on that defensive
Personal
side.
foul, unsportsmanlike conduct was. Now, I still don't know what the sideline warning?
Could be a sideline warning, I guess. He did do like this.
It is sideline warning. We're so good. Well, no, it's not a warning. Coach got a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, there wasn't no warning. That's a full-blown pink slip.
Right when I said we were so good, we were so bad.
Well,
Darren, it's your fault.
It is. You started to take credit for something.
And I'm not really sure what there was to get upset about.
I don't know, but it's 1st and 10 Blanco now in Canyon Lake territory. About the 37. Dive play. A big hole. And Canyon Lake flag on the play. And there's some Jimmy business going on down there. Number 75, Weimers. He's going to be against him. So that's going to be 10 yards backwards, my friend.
I think that's right. I think there's a big hold on Sonny Bentley down there. Number 75 came in and just got a big old handful of jersey on him.
He did.
10 yards, and we'll repeat first down.
He pulled that white jersey. Looked like one of my Hanes T-shirts I keep in the garage. I just tear it apart and use it as rags.
The old breakaway jerseys didn't break away.
Earl Campbell loved his.
Yeah. All 25 of them per game.
Yeah.
Those were the days when we had that kind of prosperity to be able to have breakaway jerseys.
It was kind of a Lou Ferrigno thing, man. He starts out on the 20, and he's got a full jersey. And by the time he's in the end zone, he's got no clothes on.
It'll be first down and for Blanco, back across the 40-yard line to the Canyon Lake 43. We're going to call it first down at about 16. Here comes Baylor Smith. In the background is number 5. That's Devin Newsom looking right at him. Quarterback keep the whole way. He'll cut back across field, and here comes the defense. And who is it? Bowers.
Bowers does a nice job.
Loss of 2 on the play.
This is an interesting set right here. This is when we bring in the third linebacker and change out the defensive backs a little bit. We're reading that run, expecting that quarterback to run with the football, and it was the right play call by who?
Bowers coming in for the defense. We talked about him just a little bit. Big asset, somebody who came out of nowhere, not us, not people within the football league, but to the general public. Who is number 10? Outstanding year so far with Bowers. So it'll be second down and about 18 for the Panthers. Passing situation, you would think, and it is. He's going to drop back. He's got receivers in the pattern, and pass is complete. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Number 49 on the reception for them. That's Preston Ginn.
That's good rollout, good pass by the quarterback. Had the receiver running out there, but also nice reaction by Green in that safety position. Yeah, he gave up the pass, but he kept him in front of him, brought him down quickly. That's the way you want to play it. You can't always knock the ball down.
It'll be third down and 9.
Force him into that check down. They were looking for the deep route that was over on this backside post, and it was well covered. And so, nice job secondary.
Big third down for both teams. Baylor rolling out. He's got a man behind him. Here comes the rush. Canyon Lake with men in front of him. And I'll tell you what, that was a great play by guess who? Number 88, Colton Ramey.
It all
He was in his back pocket.
He absolutely did. And I tell you what, Brendan Thomas, we haven't called his name much, but 21, he came off the other end and really he was on him from the beginning. I had him wheeling around backwards, just running away from it as fast as he can. Then came Ramey and just lit him up.
So it's going to be fourth down and 9. Here comes Coach Tesh rolling the dice again, keeping his offense on the field. And, I mean, it's 4-down territory. It's only the 36-yard line. Split out wide to the left will be number 5. That's Newsom, and number 11, Herbert. Shotgun formation for Smith. Split him out. Defense spread. Drop straight back. Pump fake punt. Looks for a man long downfield. Has a man and overthrows him. Pass incomplete. The ball will go over to Canyon Lake, and the Hawk defense rides tall in the saddle once again.
That was great coverage downfield. He had no place to go. He tried to force the ball down there, but he had all day. That time there was no rush. They went back in pass coverage and basically had him no place for him to go.
So the Panthers are 0-2 on their fourth down attempts. And the coach is coming over to talk to Coach Tesh. Not sure what about.
It's interesting. So the line on Blanco coming in this game is that they're about 70% run. You know, they've had 35 passing attempts in 4 games. You know, not a lot of shots downfield. Totally different tonight. Corey?
It is. It'll be first and 10 Canyon Lake at their own 36, and the referees are having a committee trial by jury down here. I'm not sure about what's going on. I don't have telepathy, and I'm not a Jedi Knight, so I can't tell you exactly what's going on.
Hard for us to tell what the conference is about. They had everybody over there.
I'd like to be a Jedi Knight. I'm way far from qualifying for that.
Oh, my God. I can imagine yoga trying to teach you how to levitate.
The only way I'm going to levitate is jump off this 4-story perch I'm on for about 2 seconds.
I'm telling you what, the only way anybody's going to catch anything from us is if they face talk out of a hot air balloon. We are up here.
Well, 39 seconds left. There's a lot of discussion on both sides now. Then I guess they're going to get ready to mark this down and get this going again.
The Treaty of Versailles has taken less?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we're negotiating.
Well, I'll guarantee you one thing. Nobody from the Canyon Lake side will cross over that out of bounds white line again for a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, I don't know. Every time my dad always said, I guarantee you one thing, it was always 4 more things. Yeah. It wasn't just one. So.
All right, well, whatever got laid out is laid out, and we're ready to go. Here comes Canyon Lake. Chris up to the center. He's the senior center here. McMullen, tight slot T offense. It's going to be a dive play. There goes the Shane Moss, and he is taking it back. He'll make 2 yards. There's that Weimers again on the tackle, as well as number 11 for Herbert. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We're going to give away some tacos later tonight and some Guadalajara, and we're going to ask where you're from, and we appreciate it. It's Canyon Lake Broadcasting's 5th year. Tonight is Canyon Lake Broadcasting's 135th broadcast of its existence. Shotgun formation. Here comes the quarterback keeper. Oh! And McMullen with the long arms tried to reach out, and he fumbled it. Holy Toledo. Number 11 with the heads-up play. Mitchell Herbert. So when you're McMullen, right, you got long arms. You don't probably want to have that ball out there too far, right? The tuck and run. And I'll tell you what, good play by getting that ball out of his arms by the defense. And Canyon Lakes, that's their 2nd turnover.
It looked like just a reach, and he kind of lost the handle, maybe. You hate to see that, but it's one of those plays that I believe that, you keep playing. You don't get down on anybody because they're coaching.
Yeah.
And that was an athletic mistake. Handle the ball a little better.
Well, 2 turnovers in the first quarter. And I promise you, that's not something that the Canyon Lake offense has drummed up on the board. I doubt we'll see something like that again. Hey, guys, it's us here in the booth here. We'd have a booth. You can see our digs. Darren, LJ here giving a first quarter break. We're glad you're all here. But Canyon Lake is up 7-0. Probably could be up a little more, right? But we fumbled 2 times, giving the door of opportunity to Blanco again.
Well, we've seen one sustained drive. We had an opportunity. We had a fumble up punt, but then we had an opportunity probably to move the ball again. We just really don't know. It's early in the ball game. But we've changed quarters, changed sides.
Yep.
Probably changed football gloves, and we're back at it.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Blanco at the Canyon Lake 43-yard line. Split out wide to the left. Be number 3 for Blanco. Carrillo. Dive play for the Panthers. And fumble on the play. 23 coughed up the ball, and it's a calf scramble to the bottom of that ocean. Kress fumbled the ball. His lineman dived on it, and they'll get 3 yards out of that debacle. After all is said and done, it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Kress, he actually came up with his own fumble there, but, something's going on. That ball's slick.
It's that grass, that cool grass. Makes the ball a little slick.
23 was on the
In comes number 8 with the play, Gavin Young. He'll split out wide to pass the hash marks.
With a 2nd down, still have the ball inside Hawk territory.
Press in the backfield with Smith. 2nd down and 7. It's going to be a sweep to the right side. He's going to cut back. Great speed. There's the speed we talked about. Coming in is Jeremy Green on the tackle along with Anderson, number 19. I'll pick up a few yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Jeremy Green with the stop on the outside. Brings up
big play on 2nd down. You're really hoping you don't hear a lot of secondary called out tonight. You're hoping you're hearing your linebackers because that means they're up in the gaps.
Yep.
Your defensive end play. But again, a good stop.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd down and 4, 2-down territory as Coach Tesh has proven before. So they'll take 2 to get 4 yards. That's for sure. Baylor under center. Hand off right up the middle on a trap play. Good play figuring out what was going on by Patrick Allman.
Allman does a nice job of knifing in there, is able to get the runner stopped. That's going to bring up
3rd and 3.
The 4th down, actually. Corey, that was a 3rd down play.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 4th down and 3. They're going to go for it. In comes Pendleton. He was out for 2 games. Well, 1 game at a bye. And in comes the beef package for the Blanco Panthers. That'll be number 8, Gavin Young. They're going to go for it, obviously, as I just said, right?
It would not surprise me at all to see a quarterback call his own number right here. He's run that misdirection several times.
4th down and 3. Rolling out to the left side. It's going to be a quick pass. And it's caught. Jeremy Green coming over to make the stop. Good pass play by the Panthers. Little slide out there to the left side. Gavin Young. Well, Paulie had him. He made the break on at noon that he had help over the top with Green.
Moves the 6 for another Panther first down.
And that's probably not a bad decision right there. He's trying to make an athletic play. It just barely over his fingertips. You know, he knew he had help on the backside. That was actually a well-executed pass.
It was. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. In motion. Dive play. Canyon Lake. Huge hole. And I'll tell you, that was a huge hold up front. Let me tell you, Canyon Lake was stunted in a different direction, and Carson Smith took the ball right through that hole.
Again, Anderson and Green on the tackle, and that's not the numbers we need to be calling tonight in order to be effective.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 10 for Blanco. Good little drive here. Momentum change going on with the Panthers. As Canyon Lake fumbled the ball. Panthers trying to capitalize on that. Another backside trap, and they're going to run this one as much as they can, and they are just going to push forward. Good run. Anderson on the tackle along with Ramey. So it'll be a gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5, maybe inside the 5.
Oh, we'll call it a gain of 6. I think it's really inside there. So
Put your mask on.
In comes number 8, Young. Bend but don't break is the motto, right?
Social distancing, please.
2nd and goal from the 4. Backside play again. They love it, and it's going to be a little short. Almond coming in for the tackle. That's number 5. They love that play. Newsom. That's a play that ran 2 plays ago. Here comes the big boys from Canyon Lake. Atenzio, Harwell, and Teutsch. We'll talk about Teutsch a little later, but it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 1. So are they going to go wide with the big boys in the middle, or are they going to manhandle them? Here we go. It's quarterback sneak. It's a push. Doesn't have to go far.
no signal.
No signal yet, but there's a lot of bodies down there. Touchdown. So a fumble by Canyon Lake results into 6 points at the time for the Panthers. And I got to bet we won't see any more of that. That's what Canyon Lake did against Jourdanton, and you can't do it against good teams. And Canyon Lake has coughed it up twice. Well, snap the hold. The kick is up, and it is no good. Oh, flag on the play, and now there's a flag. I didn't see what happened, but now Blanco's acting like it's against Canyon Lake. And they may get another stab at this. But Canyon Lake will walk off and say it wasn't me. Another conference. They're having a Zoom meeting out there. Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Penalty flag. Man in the white hat says roughing the kicker.
Well, wait a minute. Now. So is it roughing the kicker now? Blanco's, we'll just let this one play out like the game of Clue.
Yeah, so we've had one fumble that didn't result into anything. We recovered from it, turned around, went back, scored. We have another fumble. This time it hurt us a little bit, cost us some points.
Now they're going to go for 2 points.
Now they're going to go for 2 because we had a little rough in the kicker. You know, there's
mistake number 3. But yeah, you recovered from the first fumble.
I just don't think it's so early in the game. I think that you easily just don't dwell on them. You recover, play your game. I think they just got to settle down a little bit.
And they'll go for the 2-point conversion here as Baylor gets up there. Big backfield, tight formation. Canyon Lake crowding the defensive line. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. It's going to be a push. And it's just a push game. And they're going to say he didn't make it. Here comes Viatric saying no. And they didn't make it.
That was a nice
stop by the defensive line by Canyon Lake, denying them. Canyon Lake out in front, 7-6.
Absolutely. It's a good stop by the defense there, actually rising up and able to stop them. Don't really want to dwell on the mistakes. It's just, after coming out of that Jordan game, you want to try to curb it, right? And I know there'll be a lot of discussion at halftime about how do we manage that, right? So,
well, and I think you saw a little bit of that right then on that play. They made a mistake, rebounded from it, and then made the stop. So, it's going to be a lot of, how you respond to it. These young kids, you never know what you're going to get, right, Corey? Sometimes they're up, sometimes
so there's
they're
there's an old saying, right? And coaches say as many sophomores you have on a team as many mistakes as you have, right, in a season. Coach Trump told me that about 2 or 3 years ago when the 2016 team had a bunch of sophomores on it, and maturity keeps things going, right? And sometimes you just have these players that are young are just phenomenal from the word get-go. They don't have that learning curve, if you will. They fit right in. And the sophomore class of Canyon Lake is there's a lot of good athletes on
there's
that.
A lot of talent. There's a lot of talent. That's the reason there's so many of them on the field.
Yeah. Here comes the kick by Blanco. Nice poke downfield. It's going to be Rivalry taking it about the 7-8 yard line. He'll try to find the seam. He's got a wall. He's across the 30. He'll get out of bounds at about the 35 yard line. Good return by Rivalry. No flags on the play this time. That's good. But back to sophomores. We got 8 sophomores on this team. It's a younger team, but it's a very talented team. And last year, Ramey was a sophomore. Last year, Bates was a sophomore. And look at the stuff and the devastation they caused.
Right, and we continue to see bright spots. What we want to do is develop going up into district. So we're really trying to create that maturation process right here.
It's going to be Viatric, and he's going to find it outside, but he's going to get hogtied by number 30 for the Blanco Panthers, and that's Hector.
Panther number 30.
Certainly a number and a name you'll be calling a lot tonight. And this guy has been incredible up to date. But, we've seen a lot of front line play out of Blanco that's really caused us some problems.
It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Canyon Lake. Viatric got a yard. Jeremy Green will be at the right side. In the backfield is Moss and Viatric. Rivalry in motion. Backside trap, and they were waiting for him. Atenzio had a double team on him by 2 tackles and couldn't get the block squared away. And I'll tell you, it's 3rd down and 8. Canyon Lake definitely does not want to get into a punting situation this far back in their own field position. Tanner Schultz coming out, Green going back in as Rivalry exits. In comes Blaine Cardens, number 3, the junior. They'll split out to the numbers, and Pauly and Viatric will split out to the numbers in the hash mark. Shotgun formation for McMullen. McMullen drops back. Quick pass, and they were on 2 different pages right there.
Absolutely. Wanted to hit Viatric coming that had out of the backfield, had him split out in that slot position, and he and Viatric were not on the same page. Viatric was still headed downfield when he released the ball.
And so the pass will be incomplete. 4th down. Punting will be Tyler Pauly. Back deep will be the speedster, number 5, Newsom. We saw him run the ball quite a bit in the last drive. 6:06, Hawks 7, Panthers 6. And it's a Friday night duel, that's for sure. Tyler Pauly's going to get off a high, wobbly kick. Coming down about the 30, it's going to take a Canyon Lake bounce. Wow. They're going to take that all the way down to about the 15-yard line. And Green will touch it along with Anderson. And that'll be a good quality kick. No return. It'll be 1st and 10 Blanco at their own 15. 5:54 to play. Good to be under the stars, right?
It
I like it up here. It's nice temperature.
It is nice. And it's a great place to watch a football game.
On the way here, I was getting berated by butterflies. I thought it was
I think we had a migration going on.
Some kind of biblical locust swarm or something. But
I don't know. My windshield looked like it got egged.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for Blanco. Smith under center. He's going to give it to the backside. And here comes Canyon Lake stretching out Ramey. And Ramey running him down. But
number 5.
Number 19 on the tackle, and that's Anderson.
88 for the Hawks.
Why don't you take it from here?
This time the safety's coming up, and you like to see that when the point of attack is up on the line of scrimmage. You basically, it's just the laws of physics. I mean, you keep them from getting acceleration, and you can stop them a whole lot easier.
Hunter Anderson on the tackle, no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Stay tuned for our halftime Bonanza giveaway. Mima's Tacos, some Guadalajara stuff, and some shout-outs that got to go around. A lot of stuff going for Canyon Lake High School. Well, because I said I would. We're having a bar mitzvah of activities down there. Here comes Smith. It's going to be a backside sweep. Penetration by Canyon Lake, and boy, I'll tell you, number 80 on the blow-up from that play. Makes that number 60. I'm sorry. Wow, he completely destroyed that.
I tell you what, number 60, he came up and he read it all the way. That backside sweep they tried to do just didn't work at all, and he was there to blow it up.
Huge loss in the play to me. 3rd down and about 16.
We would give you 60's name, but he's not on our roster, so we don't have it, and we just he is a mystery player, but he did a heck of a job on that play.
Kind of looks like Santiago, but I know it's not. So shotgun formation for Baylor Smith and the Panthers. And it's a passing down. Straight drop back in the end zone. Looking for a screenplay. He's got a lot of room to run. There he goes. He's going to take off. And it's Bowers. And he's going to be short of the 1st down by about 4 yards. Bowers coming up, but there's that speed that Baylor has.
Absolutely. He breaks off on the edge. And, this is the thing that happens to us. We have exceptional coverage. Quarterback reads it, pulls it down, kind of freezes the linebackers out there with that little underneath route, and then takes off.
Well, it's one of those things you need your defensive line to actually play a little bit of contain in that, right? And that time, number 16, again, we don't know his number. He came in like a bullet into the backfield, but it gave him a lane outside of him and to make that run.
It'll be 4th down and 4. Too much for Tesh in his own shadow of his goalposts to bear, so he'll give it the old punt. Flag on the play. You've got to be kidding me. Nice kick, though. Great kick by Baylor. There's a flag on the play. Now, they stopped the play before the ball was kicked, so this is probably indicative of offsides because if it was defense, they'd let him play the down.
A 40-yard punt at 52 yards actually off the foot. I mean, that was an exceptional kick.
We do have an illegal procedure that they called, and that's going to go against Blanco.
The clock's been running here for about 30 seconds, so they're trying to get the clock running. It's okay. It's all right. We'll get it all. They'll get it all straightened out. It'd be all right. But it was a great kick. My gosh, what a kick by Baylor Smith. Wow, what a leg.
Yeah, his last name should have been Dixon with a kick like that.
I thought that was Ray Guy. Is that too old?
That's going way back.
Yeah,
Reggie Roby.
That's back when.
That's way back, man. That's way on back, brother.
And he'll see if he can't get off another kick here. And King Lake's not. End over end, not as good. And that'll go out of bounds at about the 48-yard line of Blanco. And you just know he wants to have that one back. So 3:10 to play. Canyon Lake will have it 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Panthers, right in front of us.
We could have used Braden Mann. Braden Mann is a guy that is more current. Maybe somebody under the age of 50 would know who he is.
I'd like to use Dixon. I mean,
I'll just challenge anybody.
Like University of Texas boy.
Yeah, but
you want to number 1 draft pick.
Wait a minute. I challenge anybody out there to Ray Guy.
Well, they do name the award for the best punter
Ray
after
Guy.
him. So
1st and 10 Canyon Lake as we try to get the punter right. Motion goes Rivalry. It's going to be McMullen's going to wind out of there and pass wide open. Ramey, a little too much sauce on that pass for Ramey. It'll go incomplete, stopping the clock at 3:05.
McMullen got a little excited there. He tried to rifle it in, and when Ramey was wide open, he just needed to feather it into him. Little touch pass. Hopefully they'll turn that around and come back and do that once again. Again, I think just excited that he had a receiver so wide open.
He's excited. He got to throw the ball.
Yep. This has been largely a running game for Canyon Lake.
Here comes Tanner Schultz comes in. Moss in the backfield. In motion. Right up the middle. There goes Moss. Nobody caught him. He'll stumble and bumble his way across the 30-yard line as a sophomore Moss. And they'll move the chains. And that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
He almost looked like he was surprised to have that much room. I literally think he could have landed a plane in between the two tackles on that hole.
He did. He sort of cut through that hole, and there was just one hand touched a foot, and that just kind of put him a little off balance.
And it'll be 1st and 10, Canyon Lake at the 30-yard line. Tight formation, backside trap. There's a hole there. There goes number 22 with the carry, and that's Rivalry. The first time we've really seen him go up inside. He'll get down to the 24-yard line. Good run by the senior. You know, Brett Harwell, number 70, made that play happen, him and Crisp.
A little push on the edge. You know, one thing about the slot tee, and Coach Moses talked about this, it really sets it up for if the offensive line takes the right angle. If they take the right approach, they're able to clear the hole. So this offense is about setting up the right ankles for the offensive line. It happens. It begins and ends with those guys up front.
Talk about Harwell. He's one of those talented sophomores.
Yep, 2nd down and 4. Dive play. Moss, big hole. Flag on the play. And guess what? That'll be an offsides on Canyon Lake motion.
I think that was the Jimmy leg.
Somebody got the Jimmy leg.
And that's the first time I've actually got to be on the ball and say
he got to use it.
I got to use it. I'm so excited. I think my night's over. Somebody give me some popcorn.
He's done. He's done.
I'm cooked.
His work here is done.
Well, Canyon Lake got the Jimmy leg, and that'll cost them 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 29-yard line.
I don't do near as good with the description of the Jimmy leg. I just it's almost like the M word. I just can't talk about it.
Here comes Carr, split out to the left side. Viatric in the backfield along with Rivalry and Jeremy Green. Rivalry in motion, backside. Green's going to have an opportunity to show what he can do, and he gets nice tackle by the Panthers. Number 65 again is Gombert, right? We saw him a lot. Green will get a lot of yards, pick up about 7.
He does a nice
down and 2.
Nice job at the end of that, stretching out there, trying to get the ball to that first down mark. It's going to be really close.
Yeah. It'll be 3rd down and 2. In comes Moss and Ramey. 1:18 to left to go here in the first half of play. Canyon Lake up 7-6.
It's going to be your 3rd down and inches, but nonetheless, they're in a great position with 1:13 left here in the half.
Canyon Lake will get the ball coming into the second half of play here, so the score would be nice. Dive play. Moss dancing around still. Moss very impressive with the ball handling and ball safety as he gets across the 20 down to the 17-yard line. That'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
Well, if you remember last week when Moss had a nice run, it got poked out at the end, and this time he's running with two hands on the ball, and that's you love to see it when you're in traffic like that.
Yep. 1st and 10, Canyon Lake. Rivalry in motion, backside Viatric, and Viatric gets torn down by the big man. Number 70 on the tackle for Blanco, Daniel James. That looked like a bear fight scene with Dan Haggerty. The bear obviously won.
I'm trying to figure out who Dan Haggerty is.
Dan Haggerty, who lived in the woods. He had a beard.
How's Grizzly Adams?
Grizzly Adams.
Oh, yeah.
Grizzly Adams.
Well, if you said Grizzly Adams, I'd have known who that was.
Again, that's an obscure reference, but we love it. We bring you all that sort of educational
There's
material.
a lot of people out there who know Dan Haggerty is.
That's true.
That's
true.
He had that bear, remember?
He did have the bear, but not BJ.
It wasn't Gentle Ben, but it was Dan Haggerty's bear.
That guy on the Buffalo. Come on.
BJ had a bear, but
BJ had a bear,
but it was not a bear. It was a monkey.
I never understood that. How did BJ?
I don't know. I don't know.
We got a football game somewhere going on.
The questions you ask on a timeout.
It is a great night for football. I don't care where you are in the state of Texas. It's Friday night. It is beautiful, and thank God we're playing football with the COVID-19 and Lions sleeping with Tigers, and it's just a mad world. And I'm just glad we're here watching football.
I think every day that you get to watch kids compete is a blessed day.
Oh,
anymore.
heavens, yes. 2nd down and 9 for Canyon Lake. In motion goes Rivalry left to right. McMullen looks downfield, has Green wide open. Green takes it, tries to get in the end zone. It's pass complete.
And he does.
Touchdown. Jeremy Green with the extra effort across the goal line. What a play by Green, just like the left-handed, one-handed grab that he did in Jordanton. Green gets across the goal line.
He comes back for the ball because the ball's a little bit short. He does a nice job of making the position against the defender. Then he just stretches for the goal line. Does a great job, Green, getting across the goal line, scoring the touchdown.
Here comes the extra point of 10. McMullen, the quarterback, will be holding it. There's a snap a little high, puts it down, and up through the goalpost it goes by Dalton Stanley. And Canyon Lake will go up 14-6. 32 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, that went the way Canyon Lake wanted to have it happen, right? I mean, you want to score right before the half. This is a great effort on their part and come away with a score.
Yeah. So glad to be here. Welcome back. This is LJ Anderson. Darren, he'll be producing the show. Glad to be here. We said it a while ago for the play. Just glad to be here watching football on Friday nights.
Right. If you of course had kids playing sports in March and watch everything literally life get canceled, if you're not saying your graces and your praises for just the ability to be here, you've kind of missed the point. Yeah. So just watching them compete, to me, is a success. Beyond that is the gravy. So
high school athletics is where it's at. Get behind your local high school. Yeah, these kids play with their heart outs. They're not paid, and they do it because they love the game.
Right. So they're really also kind of battling back. You saw them, make a mistake on the goal line, but then held them. That extra point is going to loom large, and then march down the field with a lot of maturity, like they knew exactly what they were doing. It didn't shake them.
Well, here's Milton Stanley kidding up at the 40-yard line, and back deep is the all-dangerous cross squib kick to the up back, and he'll dive on it. Good play by number 7 for Blanco. Cofield. Well, 28 seconds. Coach Tesh has got an arm. He's got speed. He's got talent. Does he make a poke at the end zone? I say yes. Looking for a call, looking for a slip, a fall. It could change things very quickly.
I wouldn't be surprised if he widens the field a little bit and has a delayed draw and lets his quarterback run. He's going to put the ball in the hands of his athlete.
Yep. There goes 1st and 10. The ball at the 29-yard line. Smith rolls out. It's a peanut play. Canyon Lake's infamous peanut play. They've got it too. And there it goes. You got to like the peanut play.
Well, they got 10 yards on it, and that's good for them, but it's actually great play and recognition on the defense. That's the kind of play right there can just jump up and bite you if you're not paying attention.
The timeout was called, I believe, by the Panthers, but Canyon Lake, statistically on that peanut play, right, works with slot T, works with the wing T. We have about a 50-50 success rate over 30 yards with that play since we've been running the slot T. I learned that statistic last year.
Well, and when it's successful, it's very successful.
Very successful.
It is.
When it's not, it looks like.
What happened? There's a big question mark on everybody's head.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What was that, right? But great night to be here. Timeout has been called, and got a lot of people to listen to us out there. We're going to do a Meemaw's Taco giveaway during the half, right? We're going to do that. It's a Guadalajara going on as well. But everybody just stay tuned and wait, see where we go with this.
20 seconds. They got plenty of time. If they pass it, they got 3 shots.
10, 40-yard line.
Yep, 1st and 10. Baylor Smith drops straight back, rolls to the right. Has a man looking for the sideline. Has him. Great pass play. Paulie there on the defense. Nice reception by Gavin Young.
Well, with 15 seconds left in the game, you're going to give that up. Just keep everything in front of you. It is one of those things that you just want to play solid defense. Don't let the receivers get behind you. You'll give up that 10-yard pass.
And one of your defenders, Darren, is exactly what you're talking about, 50 yards of field. When you got 65 yards of field left to go, give up 10 yards. That's not going to hurt you.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line by the moving Panthers. Trying to get something on the board. Roll out to the right side. Here comes some pressure again, and pass complete. Good pass by Baylor Smith with people all over him. That'll be a 12-yard pass, 10 seconds to go. Just what Coach Tesh ordered.
Somewhere around the 38-yard line.
Well, while you don't mind giving up passes at 10 yards a pop, they do add up.
Here's where you take a poke at the end zone.
Well, they got 2 shots. It's about 5 seconds of play based on the way that they're operating.
In the backfield is Carnes and Anderson. Roll out again. Pass. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 6 seconds.
Incomplete pass.
So you got to believe they'll take a stab at the end zone here.
Brings up 2nd 10. 6 seconds on the clock.
So, second down and 10, the ball at the 38-yard line of Canyon Lake. Timeout has been called by Blanco. That's their last timeout, and rightfully so. They're going to use them all up. I would. But what does Coach Tesh has up his sleeve? Is it a Hail Mary? Is it a misdirectional, try to get a one-on-one with Cody Cross, number 1?
I think you get everybody downfield. I honestly think that he's just going to send everybody on a go and try to widen the field as much as possible. If the route's not there, then let your number 1 rusher rush the ball, and that's your quarterback. If he's got a chance to get out of bounds and get one more play, that's great. If not, he's headed towards the end zone, hoping that they can't make a tackle.
Well, here we go. All the marbles on the table. Second down at 10. 6 seconds to go here in the first half. Canyon Lake in the prevent defense. Back is going to be Jeremy Green, Anderson, Blaines, Pauly, Bowers, and linebackers in the status quo. Trips left, single one right. That's number 11, Herbert. There goes outside. It's going to wing one down. Plenty of arm. Oh, he caught it. Touchdown. There you go. And that was drawn up, and he got the matchup, and touchdown. Great. Number 1, we talked about that, Cody Cross. I just mentioned his name, and Blanco strikes.
Well, you put 3 guys out and trips, and if you don't recognize it properly, you try to go up for a jump ball. Now, that's basically what they did, throw the jump ball, and the receiver just went up and out-jumped everybody and was able to get it.
So Panthers will go for 2 points to try to even things up.
I think in the highlight reel, Hunter's going to say he got mossed because the kid goes up and he just pulls the ball out of his hands. Literally, that was a strength play.
It was a strength play.
Here comes a 2-point conversion. Backside pass in the flats. Man wide open. 2 points is good. Tight game. Well, that'll slap Canyon Lake in the face for sure.
That is not how you wanted to end the half.
Well, Canyon Lake, and they'll take that as a smarts to the face and draw one up next time. Canyon Lake is coming off the field. They got to wait up here a little bit for the other team to get off. Well, you're right. Anderson will look back at that one and say, I had my hands on it. And, again, you hate to see that, but it's a learning deal. Canyon Lake tied up at 14, and they're gonna go back and see, look, I told you. This is what the coaches have been saying all along. Don't take it as it's Blanco up the road. They're the real deal. So it's all tied 14-14. What a great game tonight for Friday night.
Well, it's easy enough to say, hey, you go up for a jump ball, but in a situation like that, you just want to go up and try to punch it down to the ground.
Punch it down to the ground.
It was an athletic play. I mean, you can almost see it unfolding right in front of you, especially if you're a dad. But, you see the ball. I mean, you know he's going there.
Yep.
And it was well read, well played. Anderson goes up from the ball. They both had a chance at it. The offensive receiver came away with the ball.
It's all tied up 14-14. Canyon Lake will get the ball in the opening half of the kickoff. And what an exciting game thus far. A lot of mistakes on both sides, both teams. So we're going to go to break and say a thank you to our sponsors. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks.
Hi there, Hawk fans. This is David and Melissa Salcedo coming to you from Meemaw's Tacos. It's our favorite time of the year again, and here at Meemaw's, we love supporting our Hawk athletics. Whether cheering them on the field or court, or feeding their muscles at the shop, we're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast and lunch. Whether you're looking for a simple taco like a bean and cheese, or a crazy fat taco with everything on it, we've got it.
We also serve lunch plates ranging from crispy tacos and enchiladas to flautas and nachos. Not to mention our ever so popular Frito Bandito and our big burrito, the Swamp Chicken. David and I would like to thank the Canyon Lake community for your continued support of our business, and we are proud to be celebrating our 3-year anniversary on September 4th. Thanks, Canyon Lake.
So come early, be loud, and stay late, Hawk fans. The Slot Team Mafia is hunting for dinner.
And be sure to listen for Martelli to give away Meemaw's Tacos gift cards throughout the broadcast.
Go Hawks!
Score big at Bliss Designs and Boutique, your very own Canyon Lake Hawk headquarters. T-shirts, jerseys, spirit wear, ball caps, custom embroidery, and more. All your favorite game gear in one great location. Don't forget, we also have trendy fashions, footwear, jewelry, candles, and many other great gifts and accessories. Bliss Designs and Boutique, located in Hancock, right next door to Meemaw's Tacos. Thank you for shopping local in our Canyon Lake community.
Hi, this is Terry from the UPS store located on 113 Stargrass inside the Good Life Pharmacy on FM 306. From packing and shipping to faxing and copying, we can do it all here at the UPS store. Amazon returns, we can take care of that. We also have a notary on staff throughout the day. Come see us here at the UPS store across from Rebecca Creek Elementary on FM 306.
Hey, if you're looking for a plumbing service to do things right the first time, well, look no further than Cowboy Plumbing Services. Cowboy Plumbing Services, owned by Jared and Sarah Criddle here in Comal County, will come out and do your home or business the right way the first time. Give them a call at 830-214-4133 or give them an email at cowboyplumbing@msn.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, they'll do it right the first time. Look them up at cowboyplumbingtx.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, the right way the first time. M36742.
PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime.
You may think you can get a good burger almost anywhere around here, but at Baja Barbecue Shack we have a lot more to offer. While enjoying one of our delicious options between Tex-Mex and barbecue entrees, or enjoying a drink at one of our full-service bars, you and the kids will be well entertained by our live music while overlooking the marina, which is one of the best spots in Canyon Lake to see the beautiful sunset. So come join the Baja family. Find us at BajaBarbecueShack.com or give us a call at 830-935-3122.
Hey, this is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you have not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com. We also even have an app that you can use on your smartphones to help manage your refills and requests. You can even text us through the app and we can respond quickly to your questions and concerns. Again, stop on by when you get a chance or give us a call at 830-214-2920. Thank you so much and take care.
At Lucky Sports Bar and Grill, you won't fail to see the Big Texas personality. Come watch some of your favorite sports while enjoying our great food or an ice-cold beverage from our full-service bar. You can choose between indoor or outdoor patio-wasted seating. Lucky's is now open until 11 p.m. every Friday, varsity home games. Go Hawks! We're located at 18100 FM 306, and we're open daily, and you can find our hours at luckysportsbarandgrill.com or give us a call at 830-935-3115.
That Canyon Lake sunset doesn't get old. It's why most of our family and friends want to come visit all the time. The charm and beauty of the hill country, who could resist it? But like you, I don't have room for everybody at the house. The elegant solution is to let Bunkhouse be your guest bedroom. For less than the price of taking them out to dinner, your guest can have a safe and comfortable retreat after long days of exploring the hill country. They even have rooms and cabins to choose from. And the bunkhouse is just a mile away from Canyon Lake High School. So grab your phone and go to bunkhouservpark.com. That's bunkhouseRVpark.com. And you can have your guest cabin reserved by the time that sun sets.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
And welcome back to Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks. Canyon Lake all tied up with Blanco 14-14 on a quick drive strike by the Panthers to end the second half. And we'll end up here at a tie on a 13th matchup for the Canyon Lake Hawks and the Blanco Panthers. Canyon Lake currently holds the win column a little higher than Blanco, 7-5. And to my right, with the halftime stats at hilltopnewspaper.com, is Don Holmes. Don, welcome here. And he'll have all the stats and facts and figures and stories. And, you know, we're over here, Don. Over there's the bonfire. Over here is Canyon Lake Broadcasting. So, anyway, Canyon Lake Broadcasting here with Don Holmes, hilltopnewspaper.com. Halftime stats, Don.
Got a pillow so I can go to sleep?
No, let's just get the stats.
Okay.
No pillows.
The Panthers had 145 yards on 10 first downs. They rushed 20 times for 66 yards. They completed 5 passes out of 10 attempts. They passed for 85 yards, 2 punts for 35-yard average, no fumbles, and only 2 penalties for 15 yards. The Hawks, 126 yards total.
Total off.
6 first downs, 16 rushes for 99 yards, 2 completions on 4 attempts for 27 yards, 1 punt for 47 yards, 2 fumbles and 2 lost fumbles, and 3 penalties for 25 yards.
And those are your halftime stats, hilltopnewspaper.com.
Do I need to go over anything that blows you away?
Well, no. We talked about the turnovers in the first half, and we had 4 turnovers in our last game at Jourdanton, and those were some of the factors why I think we lost the game. But Jourdanton's a great team, state-ranked, all senior-led squad out there, and Canyon Lake a little younger. But we had the game at Jourdanton, but can't give away 4 losses in any football game. Canyon Lake has 2 in the first half. We recovered from 1, but we had another that cost us 7 points.
Right. And when you have just 99 yards rushing, that's 2 things. We didn't have the ball. Number one.
That's one takeaway.
Right.
We're averaging about 1,500 yards offense in 4 games.
Right.
So we were way off tonight.
Oh, yeah. And for the most part, except for that last drive, we had done a good job defensively. I'm sure Coach Hoop is happy with that. I'm thinking that the halftime talk is going to be pretty hard on the offense for turnovers, and also
we call that free coaching.
Yeah, free coaching. And the reality is that if you can't, we can't open them up with any passes yet either.
We haven't been proficient in the passing attack.
We had an open guy down there and loved Peyton to death, but he threw it way too hard for Colton to try to catch the ball there.
Too much hot sauce on it.
Yeah, he did. And so there's a thing called touch. And
we talked about that as well.
Didn't have a lot of touch on that ball. And so Canyon Lake just didn't play him well.
Canyon Lake
is that good?
No, that's okay. Canyon Lake is got the slot T offense. They have the wing T offense. Blanco's a good team. Give credit where credit's due. They play both ways. A lot of the athletes. LJ talked about that a little bit, and they're very aggressive. Now, do they get worn out here in the second half? And it remains to be seen. But they're well-conditioned athletes, and so Blanco's the real deal. And Canyon Lake's going to have their work cut out for them for the game.
You don't get worn out playing offense. You get worn out playing defense.
Well, Canyon Lake will have to keep their offense on the menu.
Right.
We get the ball back for the second half of the opening kickoff. Coach would love to have one of a 7 or 8 minute drive. So
yeah, and they just got to execute.
Yep.
That one drive we had, where we gained 2 yards on 3 plays. I mean, that just didn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, man.
It's a matter of playing another team that knows we're going to run just like we know
they do,
because
they have the offense they practice against it all the time. So.
Well, we got a whole nother second half of football to go. Homecoming here in the Blanco Panthers. Your story for tonight's game will be out tomorrow by?
It's got to be out early because I have a Texas football game to go at 11 a.m.
Oh, no, here it comes again, Darren. The Texas football game. You know.
No,
it's 11 a.m. kickoff. So
He's going to short shift his readers with a quickie article, right? Just so he can get to the game.
Well, let's just say
I'm not saying anything about professionalism or anything.
Well, the reality is that if we lose, it's going to be short anyway.
Okay, I got you. Well, let's hope we win so it's longer. Well,
Exactly.
Don Holmes, HilltopNewspaper.com. Go to his website. He has all the stats, tidbits, and facts and figures and little things people don't know. And he's also going to have a story out tomorrow. It's HilltopNewspaper.com. So sports is not just a job.
It's a passion.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Don.
Welcome, friend.
We'll see you. Good luck with that University of Texas game tomorrow. Well, Canyon Lake Broadcasting will go to a break, and we'll be right back with the Meemaw's Tacos giveaway coming your way. Hang on.
Is Hot Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country. If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hawk Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hot Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hawks. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hot Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. That's 830-832-0257. Go Hawks!
Whether you're needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196.
Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS, number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AmCap Mortgages LTD, NMLS number 129122.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Faith with Elite Water Rentals. Summer may be winding down, but one thing's for sure. It's still hot in Texas. So come rent a pontoon or jet ski from us. We're open 7 days a week, and your safety and satisfaction is our top priority. Beat the summer heat. Call 210-347-3436 to reserve your time. That's 210-347-3436, or visit us on Facebook, Elite Water Rentals. Go Hawks!
PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime.
And we're back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks, coming to you live from Blanco, Texas. Thank you for joining us tonight. I want to say a thank you to all of our sponsors out there. We're glad to be here. It's Friday Night Football. We're glad just to be playing football, considering all the circumstances that arise around COVID-19. We're having Friday nights across the Texas. It's a great night. It's a beautiful night for high school football. We're just glad to be a part of it, being here and having you watch us here. This is our 135th broadcast at Canyon Lake. And it's been a quick 5 weeks. We did have a bye last week. Canyon Lake's come up here to have the 13th game, as we keep talking about in the rivalry here. And Canyon Lake's up 7-5 in that rivalry. But we're tied 14-14 here with about 12 minutes to go until we kick off for the second half. One of the things that we enjoy to do, is stuff like this. We're going to give a shout-out to Anna Mills. She's from Corinth, Texas. She's a new fan. She's adopted us out there. And Miss Mills, she was a mother-in-law to Coach Cody Schrader, and she's a huge football fan out there. She's a coach's wife for 35 years, and had her husband passed away, so she's adopted Canyon Lake. And we're glad to be out there. How you doing, Miss Mills? Glad to have you on board. We welcome you to the Canyon Lake family, and this is kind of what it's about a little bit, having an opportunity to get new fans from all over the state of Texas and around the country. Is that fact?
Well, it's great. It's great to have new fans. It's great to have people that are from all over. We're able to bring this to, moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas that just can't be here for these games, and it's great to be able to do that. It's fun for us. Nothing better than a football game on Friday night. We can get wrapped up in the wins and the losses, but it's a great evening. It's a beautiful evening out here tonight. We're just happy we're able to bring it to everybody.
One of the jobs that we're trying to do is just provide the experience that some people can't enjoy because of the pandemic and some of the rules associated with that, but just because they can't get out anymore. So, for instance, my parents and several others that just aren't able to make it because of, lack of tickets or the inability to get out given our current situation. This is a blessing for them too. So, we're happy to be able to do this and bring it to you. And, again, long halftime, so we can talk about it a little bit more today.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of people listening to us all over Texas. I can go through the logistics of it all, but it's a full moon tonight. It's a good night for football, and Lori Zawinski out there, she's a new follower as well. And I want to say hello to her and some of the people over at Life Bridges will be listening tonight. Tonight was my last day at Life Bridges, Comal County, a special ed group. It's where we teach them job skills. And now I'm moving on to Canyon Lake.
Canyon Lake High School is gonna get the benefit of Corey Martelli. I don't know if they can take it or not. But we're happy for you. I know it's going to be a nice deal for you, a lot closer to the home, and that's going to, at the end of the day, be a much better gig, I think.
It is good. LJ touched on something. We do it before we do these things for the people who can't make it during this pandemic, and some people who just can't make the drive, whether it's health or just mileage, long ways away. And we've got people listening all over, really, the United States, and New Jersey, the Philippines, and we've had people in all different sorts, and that's what it's all about. A lot of guys have been in the military with their family, and they've got to watch these games or listen to these games. But it is really a great thing when you see, like Coach Schrader, sending something about his mom and Miss Mills being a fan now. It's really awesome.
Across the fruited plains, as you say, our plains are always fruited. By the way, all our plains are fruited. But yeah, people in Lubbock, people that just are finding a way. That's kind of our new hashtag. I've learned how to tweet now, and that's my new hashtag is find a way. And we find ourselves in a ball game where we're going to have to find a way, right?
Well, you talk about Blanco. It's like these two schools are not strangers. As you said, they've played each other now 13 times, I believe, and so the kids know each other as well. So I know there's a group of kids that went off to A&M, and there's half of them are from Blanco, half of them are from Canyon Lake, and they're hanging out and doing things. So they know each other well. It's a known quantity, and when you have that, there's no intimidation. There's no intimidation. It's only desire to win. And so that you kind of throw that out the window when you're in those sorts of circumstances.
Well, when you talk about 3A and 4A, those are decided by class enrollment or school enrollment, right? So they divvy that up. But what those divisions don't count for is heart. And, the locale that we're in, all of these kids are about the same size. We're drinking from the same water. We're looking at
least from the same aquifer.
That's right. And it's a bunch of kids that are, 5'10" to 6'2" and 185 pounds just scrapping. So it kind of is the tail of the tape going into the second half. We saw a couple of plays that didn't go our way, athletic mistakes, I'll call them. So it's really going to come down to probably heart in the second half, and who wants it bad enough.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, we have some people from North Carolina. Dalton Stanley's family had somebody, over here telling us they were from North Carolina. There's another broadcast out there, so we have some people out there rooting for the Stanley family, and they just come in like this every time, but good to have new fans.
It makes it fun. It
really does.
More fun than just the game is to have everybody out there listening.
We had Micah St. John just text in. Micah St. John, he is #1 in fullback yardage. Enough to said about Micah St. John pounding it up the middle.
Micah St. John, 4 yards in a cloud of dust, over and over. It's like a sledgehammer is what he was. And
Micah St. John listened to us.
Made a lot of people pay back in the day.
Back in the day, you're right. He's the #1 leading rusher in the fullback position.
Are we going to give something away, Corey?
It's Meemaw Tacos time.
All right.
We'll take Meemaw's Tacos.
All right.
Number 21 and number 34 in honor of Nolan Ryan,
Oh, no.
Hakeem Olajuwon, and Earl Campbell.
He's gone to the double-digit numbers.
I mean, we're going to have 200 people.
So,
Text us
so look,
210.
let me just give a little conditioning.
Okay.
You text. You don't call, so we don't need a phone call. We need a text. You need to put your name in there. You just tell who you are, so we can understand who that number was. It might not have you programmed in the phone if you're from North Carolina, and you won't get a. Well, you will get a gift certificate, but when you go to Meemaw's, all you got to do is really show your ID. Tell them, and we'll let them know you won.
I can't keep
so
ahead
so
of
it is 21 and 34 is what you said.
Yeah,
21 and 34. So we're going to clear the lines.
Well, they're already at it. I can't.
You can't clear the lines. They're all in. Okay. Well, from this point forward, it's number 21 and 34. I guess it's on right now. I was trying to set it up, man. I was trying to set up, let you get your shoes off so you could do the counting.
You can't.
And
you can't get ahead of them.
You can't get ahead of them. No, they were all over it.
It's like a bunch of piranhas. Somebody's going to win a $8 gift certificate to Meemaw's Tacos, and that'll be number
21 and number 34.
Don't text me the numbers 21 and 34. That's the number that we're going to get to.
Yeah, it's not the magic number.
No.
It is just in the list. You could have kept that to yourself, but it's that number 21 texter and number 34 texter. That's going to be it. You don't have to know those numbers. There's no secret number game.
Nope. Here they go. Got a lot going on here. Well, while we wait for the 21 and 34th caller, we'll continue with our show. We appreciate everything that everybody has done for Canyon Lake. I'll reach out and say a thank you to Derek Fiatric, Chris Brown, Steve Crisp, Mike Horner, L.J. Anderson, and L.J. Anderson's parents, making some donations, making it happen here for Canyon Lake Broadcasting, getting some camera equipment and all this stuff over here that Darren sits in front of every Friday night. We want to say thank you for that. That gives us the rights to put up a video game, nice video camera. TJ's got a job over there working the camera, and thanks to those donations and our sponsors for the year, they are making it possible. So I want to say thank you.
Absolutely. We want to thank that and the boosters to the athletic organization. I'll let LJ talk about that a little bit, but just a fantastic effort, and I appreciate it. We want to put on as good a show as we can, and it always starts with a little money and a little equipment. That's what you got to have, and so thank you to everybody.
You got a new website for the Booster Club.
Well, we don't have it's a funny thing about the website, but I'll tell you what we do have. We have an online store. And in the online store, you can find some brand new Canyon Lake swag. It took us a little while to launch. We're very excited about it, though. It's all new gear, so it's stuff that you haven't seen before over and over again. Or, and we love the merchandise that we carry to the football games, don't get me wrong. But every once in a while, some people want, a little change of pace. So the online store was the opportunity for us to give, and get stuff out without having to spend a lot of money. We're in a difficult time right now, and cash is tight. So we have to buy the merchandise and then keep it in store. The online store afforded us the opportunity for everybody to reach out and go get it. So I encourage everybody to go to the Canyon Lake Facebook page, and you will find a link to our Reading. We've partnered with Reading for our online store, and you'll find the link to that. And we got some really cool stuff out there.
Yeah, I took a look at it last night. I saw a couple shirts, a cap, and a jacket that I'm pretty interested in.
How do you find the website? Tell me about it. Where do you go to get?
Well, you can if you go to Twitter, you can search Twitter, and you'll find our CLHS ABC tweet. You can certainly go to our Facebook page, which is probably the easiest thing to do. I would not recommend trying to find us at a web page. You'll end up at a Chinese gambling site. So we got a little work to do. We're still working on our technology, but you will find a lot of good swag. It's some, kind of rethemed. You'll have some shirts say Lake on them. A couple of different style hats. I'll tell you what, applause to the previous regimes that have done this work for us. The previous Booster Club administration really put a lot of effort into merchandise and distribution of merchandise, and my hat's off to them because that is a thankless job. But we're looking forward to people going out. We're going to have a couple of announcements on some ways that you can contribute. If you enjoy the programming and what we offer, Corey, we're going to give you an opportunity to, $5, $10, $20, just be gracious in order to listen to the broadcast. So we're very happy about that.
We have a winner for the tacos.
We have a winner.
Stop texting.
Now they're going to find out that between the third and fourth quarter.
Just stay tuned.
In that break, we do have winners. You can stop texting. We would appreciate everybody that texted in.
New winners today.
New winners. You mean the first time inaugural winners, are you saying?
First time.
Well, now this is monumental because we've had people that have just they've made a living out of getting these tacos. They fed the family. They fed the family multiple times with this. Well. And so it's good to have some new winners. That's fantastic.
Well, we're under a full moon here. We had a camera shot a while ago. It's beautiful here. Thank everybody for listening to us out there. And we're going to get underway here as the Hawks will take the opening kickoff here to open the second half. And you just got to know that Canyon Lake got free coaching at halftime.
Well, they're itching to get back on the field. That's the thing is, you have a couple of things go wrong. You want to get back out there and you want to make amends for it. So that's what they were thinking about at halftime.
There's probably a little bitter taste in their mouth, but there's also a lot of things to be encouraged about. The mistakes that we've made have been athletic mistakes. Trying to hustle, trying to reach for the ball, trying to go for it. So, probably a little free coaching, but you also don't want to break their spirits. We've seen a lot of good things so far. We just got to rebound in the second half.
Well, here comes the opening kickoff. Rivalry will be back with Tyler Pauly in green. Kicking the ball will be number 2 for the Blanco Panthers, Nathan Tomlinson. Welcome back to the second half of play. We'll get you those winners for the Meemaws Tacos at the end of the third quarter. Little smoke on there from the halftime entertainment. Homecoming, nice kick by Tyler Pauly. Takes it at the 5-yard line. He gets out to the 10, cuts back at the 15, looks at the 20, spins around, running to his own man. Flag on the play. And don't know what the flag is. There's a second flag coming in. Pauly trying to get back. It might have been an inadvertent face mask. I don't know. I don't think there was. It happens so quick. It's trying to watch. When it gets into that quick of business and all that spinning, it's trying to like finding a shirt in the spin cycle.
Well, one thing that happens on a kickoff is, first of all, you're spread out. The second thing is when you got a guy that's an athlete like Pauly is, he's going to move around a little bit, extend the play, and every once in a while that gives the opportunity for a hold. Or a block in the back, and it seems to be what's happened.
It'll be a holding call on Canyon Lake, and that'll put them back underneath the shadows of the proverbial goalpost. Thank you for joining us tonight. We thank you for viewing us out there. We know we got a lot of followers, and we thank you for making it happen. You can always see a replay of tonight's game on Canyon Lake Broadcasting YouTube page. We do a Coach's Corner every Monday night at 6:30 live from the gym. Workout room of Canyon Lake High School. That's on YouTube as well. And I do a podcast every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And that podcast can be seen on YouTube as well.
What kind of information do you give on that podcast?
It's a sports scoop, a little inside 411 of what just happened.
Inside scoop.
It's the hubbub.
Okay.
The hubbub of Canyon Lake's athletics. In comes, and then the Coach's Corner is really good student athletes and coaches.
So if you got a hot scoop, should they call you and give it to you so you can share it with the public?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Here comes McMullen. It's going to be a dive play, and it's going to be Moss. Moss twists and turns and bobbles over the top of the number 65 getting tackled, and that's going to be Brandon Gommert. He'll pick up 4. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Well, Canyon Lake would like nothing better to grind out about an 8-minute drive here. In comes Jeremy Green.
I think Coach Moses would be happy to take this 4 yards a clip and just milk off, as you said, 8 minutes off this clock.
Going to be a backside reverse. Going to come inside. That's Rivalry. Gives a stiff arm. And Rivalry's going to be brought down at about the 15-yard line. All that running for 2 yards. Good tackle by the corner.
He went to stiff arm the defender, and the defender got up and grabbed his arm and pulled him down by it. So
gave him a hand. It was like a skillet handle.
At the end of the day, that didn't work the way he thought it was going to happen.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for Canyon Lake. Not probably what they wanted. They're going to have to make this 3rd down to keep the momentum swing and the opening kickoff advantage. Split out as Carnes to the left side. Rivalry in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep, and Rivalry's going to have a lot of room, but can he get to the corner? And he does not. The speed came in from Blanco, and they're going to hold him to a yard gain. It's going to be 4th down.
Penetration blew up that time. The defensive end got penetration, made him have to go about 4 or 5 yards deeper into the backfield before he could cut it upfield. He had a great lead block out there, but by the time he got back headed upfield, the defender swarm had made it to him, and he just had no place to go. Comes up about 2 yards short.
Yep, Pauly will be kicking off or punting the ball back on the 5-yard line. Back deep will be Newsom.
Back deep for the Panthers is number 5, Devin Newsom.
Not the start Canyon Lake was looking for. Here comes a snap. Pauly will get it. We'll do a rugby-style line drive kick down there. Anderson right on it. And good coverage by the sophomore and both Hunter and Chase Anderson down there with Green. So it's a good kickoff down the field. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line of Blanco. Canyon Lake looking to take away the ball themselves on the defense.
That was a good kick after a very low snap. I'm lucky to get it away, but that rugby-style kicking is kind of a new Vogue thing to do, right? And he just kicked a line drive, which is very similar to what he hits. Tyler Pauly is a heck of a baseball player, and he has been known to hit a lot in Browse, so he gets one off his foot. Worked out good for us.
Well, let's see what Canyon Lake can do as far as stopping the Blanco Panthers here. 9:42, 14-14 is your score. Ball on the 43-yard line. Split out to the left side is Carrillo. There comes Baylor Smith. And right up the middle of the dive play. Didn't fool Canyon Lake at all. Then comes Maxim 52 on the stop. Getting on the bottom of the pile is the newcomer. We call him a newcomer. He is a newcomer. His dad is the vice principal, Sonny Bentley. And they're going to give him 2, 2nd and 8.
Number 16 on the play again and does a really good job scraping. This was a read play, so they see the tackle stand up. He's pulling.
Right.
And did a great job of reading the gap on that.
2nd down and 8. Smith.
2nd and 8.
Shot. Backside, and that's that backside sweep that they like to run with success. And giving the tackle down below is going to be number 9, Brock Coburn, the linebacker. They'll get to midfield exactly, so it's going to be 3rd and 3. And I got to believe Tesh is going to go 2-down territory no matter where he is on this field, except maybe inside their own 30.
He's going to keep it in the hands of his athletes, and punting has not been really anything that has been special for them. So you gotta know he's going to try to keep giving the ball to his athletes and see what happens.
3rd down and about 3. Baylor Smith at the quarterback. Shift by the offensive line. It's going to be the quarterback keep in. He's going to be a yard short. In for the tackle. Sonny Bentley in there as well as Coburn and Sean Pendleton. 4th down and a yard. Tesh will definitely go for it. No questions asked.
1 yard to go.
In comes Teutsch.
Yeah, this is a place where you're tempted because of the yardage and down that you're going to jam up the front end and really kind of just line up the gaps with that. You know, with an athletic team like Blanco, you just got to be aware that guy can pull the ball and make something happen out in space.
Well, Canyon Lake will have a chance to stop him 4th and 1, ball at the 48-yard line. Last 2 times, they just pushed forward with the quarterback right up the middle. And timeout has been called by Blanco. They didn't like what they saw, and Coach Tesh called a timeout.
Well, Corey, one of the benefits of being up here on the old deck on top of the press box is that we have the coaching staff right over there, and we've had number 60 out on the field. We don't know who he was. He wasn't on our list. Turns out that's Gunnar Walker, and he's been playing good ball in this game.
Yeah. Well, if I got a little break here real quick, because I said I would as an organization there at Canyon Lake High School, it's Jeff Strasner runs that, right? They're going to do their annual Overlook Park cleanup Saturday, October the 10th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, contact Jeff Strasner or Sarah Grudel or Kelly Shate at Canyon Lake High School. And you'll have to have a permission slip to go help out with this Overlook Park cleanup. They go down to the dam. They clean up all the trash. It's a great organization. It's called the Because I Said I Would.
I did that last year, and it was a lot of work. There's some really interesting stories about that. But one of the reasons you like to be in Canyon Lake is not just what we do on the field, but the leadership and effort off the field for our communities.
4th down and 1. They're trying to draw them off or just push forward. Here comes Canyon Lake with their ears peeled. Penetration by Canyon Lake. He's going to get more than the first down. He's off to the 40. It's a foot race to the out of bounds and fumbled out of bounds. Was number 5, Anderson on the tackle. Big gain by the Panthers down to the 23-yard line of Canyon Lake.
For another Panther first down.
A 10-man front.
Yeah, when you come with the 10-man front, if you break that first line, you're gone.
10-man front, and they left one guy back there, number 19, and he gets to stop on the sidelines. Otherwise, that guy is just got another 6 on us.
That'll be 1st and 10 for the Blanco Panthers at the Canyon Lake 24-yard line. Because I said I would program by Stracer, my son was in the inaugural year, and now it's in its second year, and it is a great program here at Canyon Lake. That's for sure. We'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. 1st and 10 is the Blanco Panthers up to the middle, number 23 with the run. That's the dive play. A little misdirection on that. Kress, he'll pick up 2, and Tesh has got his offense ginning.
I think it's actually the 3rd year. They painted the dugouts at the Canyon Lake Little League the first year when I was still president there. Misdirection trap. They have success on that play, it seems like, every time. We just need a little bit more quicker backside pursuit. We're there, but we're there at 3 yards.
Split out to the far side, number 5, Newsom. Baylor Smith dive played. Holy Toledo. Look who came in the backfield. Colton Ramey with a big play when Canyon Lake needed it most.
Ramey comes off that end and gets great penetration and just meets the runner as soon as he gets the ball and puts his helmet right into his bread basket. Yep, that's what I was thinking.
That'll be 3rd down and 9. Big play by Ramey, the junior. Ball back to almost the original line of scrimmage, about the 22-yard line. Canyon Lake is looking to just do anything they can to keep them out of the end zones. 5:45 already down in the 3rd quarter.
Hooper back down into his 4-2-5 set, Corey. He got out of the extra linebacker set. He's looking for pass.
Rolls out, looks downfield, quick out pattern, and they say he caught it. It'll be a 1st down for the Panthers. Nice catch by number 8. Pauly on the defense there. Young with the reception, 1st and 10. Here comes, it's going to be 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Panthers.
That was a great catch, as you said, over on the sideline. Young just stretches out and pulls that ball in as it's coming right on the out-of-bounds line, is able to reel it in and make the catch.
The route that they love to run is that smash route. They get down to where their yard marker is and then just make a curl, and he hits him.
1st down and 10, Blanco. Baylor Smith rolling right side. Same thing as before. And there's somebody who read the play, and that's going to be Carnes. Now, Carnes read that. He stayed at home, and he came up and made the hit. Number 5.
It's great recognition of Carnes out there on the cornerback position. He just comes up, sees the play unfold in front of him, and just makes bang contact with the ball.
In comes Hector. Number 5 shaking up on the play. He was a receiver over, and that's Newsom. Carnes laid the wood to him. Officials timeout. I guess before the injury. Clock stop at 4:42. Canyon Lake brings out Sonny Bentley, number 51. They'll put in, I think that's Souza coming in. So, gain of a few on the play to be 2nd and goal from about the 7. Canyon Lake 4 men on the box. Dive play again. Canyon Lake penetrates, and here comes the cavalry. Bowers made the penetration. Anderson came in and wrapped up at leg level. Maybe a gain of a yard, maybe. This will be 2-down territory for Coach Tesh as the ball is at the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 6. Beautiful night for football, full moon out.
It is a full moon out.
About 60 degrees out here up in the pergola, the perch, the nest, whatever we're going to call it. Pergola?
Yeah, the pergola, that's a coffee maker.
That's a pergola. It's a Sanka brand. Just to drink that. 3rd down. Oh, it got the defense on the offsides. That's going to be an easy 5 yards. Here comes a rifle down the middle. Touchdown anyway. Incomplete. Touchdown. Back judge says he caught it. Did not trap it. Scored by the Panthers. Just like that. It's 11 men against 11 men, and Blanco drove down the field in control. And they'll get 6 points on the board for the Panthers here at the 3:28 mark. Here comes the extra point attempt by number 2. It's Nathan Tomlinson. Here comes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and that no good. Pushed it wide left for the second time in a row, and Canyon Lake gets a small victory out of that. It's 20-14, and Canyon Lake has not been on the field and has about 103 yards offense on the rushing side. They've thrown the ball several times, but Canyon Lake is just not in their A game tonight, at least not right now.
Well, both of these offenses are designed for time of possession. They're intended to, you say ground and pound. I say, burn a lot of time off the clock. And when you can't maintain possession of the ball, you're giving them the opportunity to just pick on you and pick on you and pick on you. So, the wing tee, the slot tee, derivations of that, it's almost like death of 1,000 cuts. And if you can keep them off the field, they can't catch you. And that's exactly what Blanco has done, is they've kept our offense off the field.
And they have by coming up with strong defense. Kudos to the Panthers. They've just taken it to the offensive line. And Canyon Lake has been rolling up 15, 1,600 yards in the first 4 games. And tonight, we kind of talked about it. When you play a offense like yours, you get a lot of practice against it. They know what to look for, right? And so maybe that is a factor, because we've always had tough times with Blanco. We used to play Navarro and Liberty Hill quite a bit as well. They run this slot offense. Well, here's a kickoff, and it's going to be taken by Jeremy Green at about the 10. Jeremy Green's got some traffic, and up across the 30-yard line, Green brought down by number 23 on the return, Kress.
Help with that tackle is number 65. That's number 23.
And
Kress, number 65, Brandon
Canyon Lake will have it about the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Well, let's see what the Canyon Lake can grind out their own long drive and chew up some clock. They're down by 6 points. Here comes Chris to the line of scrimmage with McMullen, the 3-year senior quarterback. He'll do a right up the middle play, and Tenzio got a big push on that. And Moss got tripped barely. If he wouldn't have got tripped, Tanner Schultz on the block there, he'd have been off to the races. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
And, that's the type of play that you would hope that we would see a lot of here in this next drive, Corey, is that, continue to open up holes, hit the holes hard, very aggressive running. You got to believe that we're going to get a big dose of that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Same play inside. They're going to be content with getting to 4 yards again, maybe 3 on this one. Harwell pushing the pile forward along with Teutsch.
That would be Garrett Cleavers and Mason Ross.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2, what we faced a while ago on our other drive to open up the second half. So can Canyon Lake not go 3 and out? Big play here for Canyon Lake, absolutely. It's going to be a dive play. And again, here's Moss up the middle. Moss will get across the 43-yard line, and they'll move the chains, and that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. 1st down. Pay that one off to Schultz, Tenzio, Viatric, and Teutsch.
Everybody getting their blocks and doing exactly what they needed to do. They find the angle and just create enough space for Moss to squirt through.
2:07 to play and counting in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Canyon Lake. Dive play. Here's Moss pushing forward. And, boy, what an aggressive run by the sophomore.
Almost feeling his way down the line of scrimmage just then. He wasn't really looking for the hole. He just felt something open up, got behind a couple of guys, and scored it out for 7.
1:42 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Canyon Lake down 20-14. Here comes Carnes and Ramey, and out goes Schultz.
5th quarter across the street.
Crisp up to the line of scrimmage. Tight formation split out as Rivalry. Rolling out to the right side, downfield. Peyton McMullen's going to take and run it. There's a flag on the play, and McMullen's still on the sideline. He goes down to the 20-yard line, but there's a flag back at the 45, and they'll bring this one back. Holding on Canyon Lake, and you just hate to see that.
Exceptional run by McMullen. That was an athletic play. He gets on the edge and then is able to tightrope down the sidelines for another 15. Unfortunately, none of it's going to count.
Nope. They'll bring that one back. In comes Schultz and Green. You just got to cringe as a coach when you get something like that. Quarterback figures it out. He takes it, runs, right, gets out of there, and then you have a hold. That just got to irk your chain. It'll be 2nd and 12, making 2nd and 13, ball at the 42-yard line. In comes Pauly. Just when you were grounding, pounding it away, you take a huge step back. In motions Rivalry. Backside trap, huge hold. Jeremy Green, there he goes across the 50. He's across the 40. It's a foot race. He'll cut it back inside, still on his feet. Stiff arms him down to the ground. Jeremy Green is all man. Touchdown. Holy cow, what a stiff arm to the ground. It goes, and Jeremy Green gets in for the 6 points and put that one on the highlight reel.
So, again, a testimony to athletes. You just got to keep letting your athletes make plays. You know that because they're young, every once in a while things are going to happen, but they made the play just in, and Jeremy just guts that out.
He would not be denied. He was not going to be denied.
He would not be denied.
You know where you learned that, don't you? As the extra point attempt will be held by the quarterback. They're missing a man. Got plenty of time here, 16 seconds. But in the excitement, somebody forgot to get on the kicking team. Here's the extra point attempt. The hold is up, and it's a bobbled snap, and it's a disaster. And Canyon Lake will be tied 20-20 on another play by Canyon Lake making a mistake. We got a tie game just like at halftime, boys. 20-20, 57 seconds to go in the third quarter.
So it's an even ball game. It's going to be a gut check,
yep.
And you're on the sideline saying, okay, look, guys, we got this. We just made a huge play, and it's going to be all right. You're trying to keep everybody calm down and not let the pressure of the moment get to you.
Hey, this is what the 13 games, this is the 13th game. This is what this game has done over the years. It has been just like this. In 2018, they were down at 7-14. Canyon Lake came back in the fourth quarter and won 21-14. It was a battle.
Well, they almost probably stayed in that formation too long, waiting on that player to come back. And I think that by the time that everybody had been sitting there, snapper, holder, it just got themselves out of sync a little bit.
Got a cramp.
Well, that's a long time to stay in the squad position.
There could have been a Jimmy leg in there somewhere. I'm not sure.
Back to Green's run. I think he learned to run like that and fight with his older brother over food in the house.
He probably did. That's the stiff arm that got that last pork chop.
That's the kind. Right that's the kind he gave JT Green. Stiff arm him at the table.
That's right.
It could be brutal over there. Here's a kick by Dalton Stanley. Back at about the 20-15-yard line. Here comes the Cavalry. And flag on the play. Still a pile mass moving forward like the blob. Finally down at about the 28-yard line. There's a flag over on the bench side.
Bowers did a nice job of just forcing that runner to have to slow down. And then, as you said, it was a scrum.
Scrum. Well, let's see who's at fault here. It came from the side judge on the Canyon Lake bench area. What a back and forth game of highs and lows. Canyon Lake still way off their offensive performance of the past 4 games.
Our cameraman TJ Bame said that's going to be a clip. We'll see if he's on his game. He's got his eye on the camera.
TJ's been professional videographer. It's a big word, right? Professional sports over the years.
Absolutely, he's done it all in many countries and many nations.
He's more global than Austin Powers.
He is. He's started up networks in foreign countries. That's what he's done.
A first and 10 to the 20-yard line for the Panthers. Here.
Austin Powers. My God.
Yeah, baby.
I knew somebody was going to do it. I just wanted to push it so that somebody would do it.
You just wanted it to happen.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I could oblige.
Don't say the other line.
I'm not going to say anything.
I know what everybody's thinking.
I'm dead sexy. There's another flag over here, and I am not the former. It's going to go back 5 yards. Offsides.
Gives them the extra 5 yards.
Now, wait a minute.
They moved the chains on the far side of the field and not for a first down. I don't understand what they
don't understand what just happened.
That should not. It should be 1st and 15 right now.
Here comes Baylor Smith. He's going to quarterback keep, and good block. Baylor Smith give him the run down the sidelines and pushed out of bounds by Ethan Maxim. Now, I'm kind of miffed by that whole chain thing good, but that's a good run to your athlete there, right?
Well, and that's a number that I thought they were going to call. You know, they've been showing that misdirection all game, and all of a sudden they shadow to it, and, you know, he comes around on the other side. Backside safety just couldn't catch up with him, kind of took the wrong angle on it.
It'll be 1st and 10 at their 37-yard line for the Blanco Panthers. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. 20-20 is your score. Baylor Smith under center.
Yard line, 42 seconds left in the
dive play and good trap blocking. There's a flag on the play. And here comes Canyon Lake. There's a flag on a holding call. Uh-oh, now there's a flag. Oh, my goodness. Just when you get a good call on a holding call, right, if you're a Hawk fan, right, then you get another dead ball foul over here against Canyon Lake. Everybody's theatrics got his hands up like, what did I do, what did I do, what did I do? So.
Well, it was Pauly on the tackle, was down underneath the scrum. The guys were kind of locked up, and
Coach Drum is not happy.
Pauly's still trying to get the grass out of his helmet, so I'm not exactly sure, you know, who it was on or what was going on, but
holding on the offense. Personal foul on the defense. So decline.
Offsetting
penalties.
We'll do the play over. I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the play over.
We're going to go, but take it back. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch. You get a play designed out there, you do it, you shake it up, you just start over.
Mine never cleared when I shook it.
I hit mine with a hammer, so it lasted about a day.
No comment.
I really didn't get that upset with mine.
I did.
I couldn't
figure it out.
His artistic ability came out and he hit it with a hammer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lasted a day. I said somebody stole it.
My lines were definitely a zigzag.
Yeah. Well, we'll get this ball all the way back somewhere.
I don't know why they're changing where the yardage is awarded to.
Well,
I think the referee's doing this. Okay, personal foul, holding.
They're going to march off both of them instead of offsetting. They're going to march off both ones of these. That's going to be a 5-yard gain at the end.
Yeah.
Net gain by
net gain
Blanco.
is 5 yards,
and that's the right call. That's the right call. They do not offset.
10-yard penalty. 10-yard penalty for the holding.
Right.
15-yard. Call. It'll be second. It should be first down.
Frustrating, but it's the right call.
Now they're going to get it right over there. It's going to be an automatic first down because it is a personal foul. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Blanco at their own 43. I'm glad we got that sorted out. Well, here we go. 1st and 10, 33 seconds left in the third quarter. We're all tied up 20-20. Thank you for watching Canyon Lake Broadcasting out there. We appreciate it. Baylor Smith under center. In motion goes. Backside trap to Newsom. He's dodging people. Big hole. Still on his feet. And he is thrown down to the ground by Maxim. Make that number 25 on the tackle for Canyon Lake. That's Connor Wyndham. Big gain by the Panthers.
It really gives you a little concern when the linebackers are coming from behind to make the tackle. You know it's turned into a big play.
Yeah, absolutely. And, while Wyndham makes a tackle and it's fairly aggressive in nature, threw him forward for another couple, 3 or 4 yards when it's all said and done. But you're right, LJ, when they're coming from behind trying to catch up, that's a play that's not gone in the right direction for you.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter. We're going into the fourth quarter. Tied up 20-20. The Panthers have the ball 1st and 10 at the Canyon Lake 38-yard line. And they have grinded it out. Long drive after long drive. They have not coughed up the football. And they've stayed true to their game. So, when we look back at the game, and depending on what happens, right, you'll know that both teams gave it their all. I can tell you that. Let's see if we can get some scores from around the globe there, guys. Get some information out to our watchers, viewers, listeners. It's been a great, fun trip so far in our 5th game here tonight with the crew here, TJ, Darren, and LJ, myself. And thank you all for watching out there. We hope we give you some type of service, if not too serious of football commentation.
Well, within the district, there's only one other game being played tonight.
LBJ
playing Manor, the Manor Mustangs. LBJ is up 21-13 at halftime.
There you go. That'll be the first and 10, 38-yard line for the Blanco Panthers to start their 4th quarter. Can Canyon Lake come up with a big turnover and make that into some points? We'll see here. Baylor Smith under center. It's going to be the inside trap, and he's hit immediately. Canyon Lake sniffed one out. Number 64 on the initial hit for Canyon Lake, making it happen, and that's a Kyle Herber. Loss of a yard, be second down and 11. Now, Tesh will go 4th down all the way here inside the 40. He'll make Canyon Lake earn that ball back. So he'll take 3 more shots at 2nd and 11. Well, the winner of the Meemaw's Tacos, Valerie Visser and Zach Burleson.
2 winners. Congratulations to those winners. Again, you just have to go to Meemaw's Tacos.
Walk in with your ID.
Walk in with that ID. And we just had an offsides on Canyon Lake once again drawn off by the quarterback.
Well, Coach Tesh did that a while ago to get them to jump, and he did it very well. Over aggression by a young Connor Wyndham, number 25. But yes, you go into Meemaw's Tacos, present your ID, and say, I won the $8 gift certificate. They'll have your name and number on a gift certificate, or you can redeem it right then, get your $8 worth, right? I bought 25 tacos from Meemaw's Tacos this morning as my last day of school over at Life Ridges.
Well done.
Well done.
How were they?
Delicious.
Yeah. Well,
rave reviews.
I knew that. That's a rhetorical question. I knew that was
Lori Zawinski had a couple. I think she put one in her drawer.
Yep.
I saw her.
Mm-hmm.
Second down and 6. Quarterback keeps same play as a while ago. A lot of room. And play blown up by Carnes and Wyndham. He'll have enough of the first down.
3 on the stop.
Blanco Panthers just pounding away on the Canyon Lake defense relentlessly. So Zach Burleson is Coach Burleson of the girls basketball team. He won.
Yes, he is. He's the winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, he can win. So Valerie Visser, I don't know Valerie Visser.
But congratulations to her.
Congratulations to her. It'll be first and 10 for the Blanco Panthers at the Canyon Lake 27.
Everybody's going to have one, so get your chance to get
Smith
one.
under center. Backside trap. And there he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Number 22 on the carry for the Panthers. That's Carson Smith. And Canyon Lake runs that same play. That's basically what Jeremy Green ran with a while ago.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of those things. I'm beginning to notice that there's a lot of Canyon Lake defenders with their hands on their hips, getting a little gasped. And you talk about these offenses and what they do to the corresponding defenses.
Kick is up, and it is no good again.
Pressure from the outside from
Jeremy Green almost had that.
You know, one of the things that happens when you have a team or a quarterback that can run, as we have in Baylor here at Blanco, is it allows his athletes out in front of him to be lead blockers.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you start worrying about that play. Does he have the ball? It freezes the linebackers a little bit. But then the next thing that you have to worry about is what happens if he does hand it off. So, if you over pursue to go get the quarterback, it leaves that dive play, that power dive play open. And that's kind of what happened.
Well, it's the quarterback becomes another aggressive runner in the offense, and it's not, it's got to be accounted for, as you say, LJ. And when you have that, it just there's one more very solid option that you've got to contend with as a defender.
Well, there's a reason why people started going back to a wing tee. When you get to, people that have a lot of athletes, but perhaps not as much speed or not as much size. It's an offense that fits that type of player.
Well, Thomason will kick it off the 40-yard line. And Pauly took it one time, Green took it another, and Rivalry has all three guys have taken the taking the kickoff, so let's see where he tries to plant this one. Good kick high downfield. It's going to go to Jeremy Green at about the 6-yard line, out to the 15, to the 20, cuts it back, and he's hit hard. So Green runs the ball back to about the 23-yard line. That's where we'll have it 1st and 10 for Canyon Lake. Well, here comes Canyon Lake. Can they punch out a nice long drive to score to take some time off the clock and go ahead?
And give their defense a bit of a rest. You really need to not only take some time off the clock and keep it away from Blanco. You need to give your defense a blow over there.
Yep. Here comes Canyon Lake. In comes Viatric.
1st and 10 on their own 21 with a long way to go. 10:04 left on the clock.
Here comes Canyon Lake. It's going to be a trap play right up the middle. Bouncing along is the sophomore, Moss. And he's pushed back. They'll get forward progress of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Sophomore earning his keep the hard way, like the former running backs. Bates, we'll see him perhaps maybe next week. He's out with an injury. All is Jesse Horner and Elijah Johnson as well. In comes Jeremy Green, Ramey, and Blaine Carnes. 2nd down and 8. Coach getting some fresh legs, and they're spread out is Pauly and Green and Carnes. Shotgun formation for Canyon Lake. McMullen takes the ball, draw play, and it's going to be Moss.
7-6 on the stop.
I'll tell you, the defense for Blanco's just doing the right things at the right time. They really are.
They're really doing a nice job reading the offense and making the right plays. And it's preparation. It's a great preparation for this game.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5. Canyon Lake, like you said, has got to get to a 1st down to give their defense a rest. 8:55 and counting here in the game. 20-20. Ball on the 26-yard line for the Hawks. Up to the line of scrimmage comes the offense. Canyon Lake looking to find their rhythm. It's going to be a backside. Big hole. There goes Viatric, and Viatric.
Number 2 on the carry.
The fullback turned linebacker back to a fullback. He'll get across the 35-yard line to the 36. Down to the 37. That'll be enough for Canyon Lake. 1st down.
One of the things I love about Coach Moses' offense and the way that he sees things happening is he created that play. So you've got a lot of super aggressive front linemen that are doing their job. They're getting in the backfield, creating havoc. Well, you can run a play that'll kind of take the angle and allow them to block themselves out of the play.
Right. It'll be a dive play to Moss, and he's trying to find his way behind Garcia. He powers ahead, like you said, stumbling away by himself, finding the slots behind number 40. That's Schultz. He'll pick up 6. Make that focus. Call it 2nd and 5.
Sometimes you feel the hole. You know, sometimes you don't see it. Sometimes you just get in there, mix it up, and feel it. And that's what Moss does exceptionally well. Yards after contact it would be an interesting statistic on number 30.
Yeah. 2nd down and tight formation. It's going to be another dive play, and they read that one beautifully. And I'll tell you what, that play was going to gain about a yard forward progress, maybe 2. I'm going to say 2, so it's going to be 3rd down and a long 3. Can Canyon Lake get together another 1st down to keep the drive alive? 7:13 to go in the game. 20-20 is your score on a beautiful night for football.
26-20.
26-20, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. In comes Ramey, beef package for Canyon Lake. Inside trap. Moss fumbles the ball, grabs the handle, and gets across midfield. Still on his feet. Moss carrying the pile. Holy cow, what a chuck wagon full of potatoes as the sophomore gets across the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for Canyon Lake. 1st down. Viatric cuts it back. Still on his feet. He'll pick up a quick 3.
Canyon Lake playing with some pace right now, trying to keep the momentum up. As you said, Shane Moss, he just wouldn't be denied. He didn't have the handle really great on that ball when he got the handoff from McMullen on the previous play, but was able to gather it in and just ran with a great deal of aggression to get down the field.
In comes Karn and Green. Out goes Moss.
Bringing up about
2nd down and 7.
The 37-yard line in Panther territory.
Here we go. Blaine Moss out to the left side. In the backfield is Viatric. In comes motion V. It's Jeremy Green, same play as a while ago. He'll cut it up, and he'll get submarine low. Schultz with the block with Garcia. He's going to pick up about 3 yards, so it's going to be an ugly third down and long 3. 2-down territory, I got to believe, here with Coach Moses. With 5:55 left in the game and counting.
Certainly, they're going to use all the clock that they can, and they are not going to give the ball back. They'll use every down they can to just try to get this ball into the end zone.
3 yards to go in the 33.
Ramey on the right side, Schultz on the left. Here comes Canyon Lake, another tight formation. Viatric busts through, and Viatric gets across the 25-yard line, and he'll get down to the 23, and that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
I think Devin Newsom, number 5, was able to knife through there and just get a hand on Viatric's leg. But as you said, there was a hole there, and once he got through it, he was moving downfield quickly.
5:10 to go in the game. Canyon Lake trying to put a drive together. Here comes Viatric. Viatric has a little room, stiff arm, tries to make the right side, pushes forward, makes a cut back. He'll pick a good yards on the first down carry. And the far side of the field over there's Viatric. He'll pick up 5 in second and 5.
Viatric doesn't want to go out of bounds. He cuts it back up inside to keep the clock running. Pretty strategic at this point with 4:50 left in the game.
Viatric, number 2, Rivalry, number 22. In comes Tyler Pauly, number 6, the senior, plays cornerback as well. They'll split him out to the wide side when he comes in. There he goes.
Mr. Tomlinson has donated a fundraiser cord.
Second down and 5. It's going to be a dive play. This is going to be Moss. Moss twisting and turning. He'll get some forward yards and earn the hard way. It's going to be a third down and about 2 when it's all said and done on that forward progress.
123 on the tackle.
So, third down and 2. We'll 4-down territory for sure.
Third 1.
They're going to say it's 1. That's even better. In comes. Didn't catch that number as they came in, but it's Ramey. Maybe Ramey, 88. Tight formation for the slot T again. Dive play. Moss up the middle. He's going to push forward. Hit hard. Let's see he has enough for the first down or not. Harwell says it does.
So I'm assuming he did not get the first down. Well, now he waves it on.
And that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
30 and 75 on the tackle.
3:30 to go in the game. First and 10, Canyon Lake at the 12-yard line. Make it the 13-yard line of Blanco. Viatric cuts it back up. Viatric still on his feet. Viatric touchdown! And the Hawks put together a big drive, and the offensive line got it gelled, and Viatric runs in from 13 yards out to put Canyon Lake tied at the 3:05 mark here in the game.
Yeah, we talk about the things that have to happen whenever you're in a game like this, when things aren't necessarily going your way, and it really comes down to extra effort and guts, and we just saw a lot of it demonstrated on that drive.
Here comes the all-important extra point attempt. There's a snap. The kick is up, and Dalton Stanley puts it through. Canyon Lake goes up 27-26 with 3:05 to go. So the immediate thing you think is Blanco's got a lot of time on the clock.
Panthers 26.
Well, they do, Corey, but, it's one of those, it can be a quick strike offense, but at the same time, it's typically 4 or 5 yards at a clip. So 3 minutes, if you can pin them back and have a good distance for them to go, it's going to be tight.
Absolutely will. It's going to get down to the nitty-gritty. We told you about it. 2 same like-minded offensive coordinators and coaches out there. And it's the 13th meeting we've had. We appreciate everybody listening to us out there, as we say, across the fruited plains and around the globe. We've been all over the globe, believe it or not.
One of the things that we've seen the entire ball game out of the Blanco guys is that front line. And the battle of the trenches has really made all the difference. So Darren landed on it a while ago. There's maybe a little fatigue involved, but our lineman got off the ball and just flat got after it during that particular drive. I think if we can do that against their defensive line, we have a chance.
Here comes Dalton Stanley. Kicks it. Nice kick down there to pin him around the 15. Going out to the 20-yard line, and they'll pin him in. Uh-oh. There's the break. And number 34, big return for the Panthers. Just what they wanted. Cade Kress. He pushed Tyler Pauly down to the ground. So plenty of time for the Panthers.
Well, it's a big stiff arm in order to make a few more yards, but that could have been disastrous.
Yep.
Thank God for the backside pursuit in order to make that play.
Well, I thought they had him hemmed in right there. He got a nice block, and he really broke off of it nicely as he came down the sideline and just found a crease.
1st and 10, Blanco at the 48-yard line. It's going to be a quarterback keep. Up to the middle it goes. Baylor Smith brought down by Maxim. 6 yards.
I tell you what, you had 4 defenders that were going to where he was at, and he had just left that spot. So, again, it's just kind of like they're a step behind where he's headed to.
And Hooper's in the linebacker package, so he's expecting the Baylor to get the ball. It's going to be a fight up there in front that's going to make the difference.
2:25 to go in the game. 2nd down and 4. And they'll make the first down on that run. Brought down by Anderson and Bentley. That'll stop the clock while they move the change real quick. 27-26. Canyon Lake hanging on by a fingernail. 2:14 as the clock rolls. Canyon Lake looking to make a stop. Here comes the big yellow machine. Baylor Smith at the controls.
They got 10 yards to go. At least
backside trap. There he goes up the middle, just like they did to score earlier. Touchdown, Blanco. That's that inside trap to the fullback. A misdirection with the backs flowing another way. And your fullback right up the middle. Great run and play by Blanco. Number 22, Smith, with his touchdown.
And in that formation, they really only had one man to beat. Once he beats the block and gets the block at the line of scrimmage, then he's into the second level, and there's really no safety in the middle of the field the way that they're in that alignment.
Here comes the all-important extra point attempt, right? Canyon Lake will get the ball back. They're going to go for the 2 to make it a big score game. Big play here. Pump fake. Ball over the top. Extra point is good for 2. Wow. Tyler Pauly just didn't see it. He turned his back and lost sight of the ball, lost sight of the receiver. And 34-27.
A game like this, you're going to see the momentum swing a lot of times. And, you made the point that, it could be detrimental if Canyon Lake goes down and scores too quick. Well, the same thing can apply here. And Canyon Lake has shown the ability to make the big play this year. And so with 1:46 left on the clock, plenty of timeouts, we can turn it around and do the same thing.
What a game on a Friday night. So it'll be 1:46 to go in the game. Canyon Lake will get the kickoff. And it'll be up to the Hawks to get downfield and score their 7 points. They could go for 2 if they score, right? Try to win the game, right? If, right? But they'll have their work cut out.
Tomlinson is a kicker. Back deep is 22-6-7 for the
back deep is Jeremy Green and Rivalry and Tyler Pauly. Kicking the ball off will be number 2, Tomlinson. He's got a good leg. He's been putting it at about the 5 or 10 yard line all game.
Good corner across the street for Baptist Church.
And he pokes a nice one downfield. This is going to be to Green at the 5. Taking his path across 15 to the 20. Green up the sideline. There goes Green. Still good return by Jeremy Green. He'll get across the 35-yard to the 37.
36-yard line.
So Canyon Lake will have it 1st and 10 with 1:38 to go in the game. They'll have to go down to score the full 7 to tie it up from the 37-yard line. Well, Darren and LJ, heck of a game.
Well, it's been a well-fought game. You think about some of those mistakes you make along the way, and you pay the price. But now it's go time. You got to go execute, and that's what they practice every week to go do.
1st and 10, Canyon Lake. Game on the line. McMullen rolls back, looks downfield, doesn't have anybody, throws a laser to Pauly, and what a catch by Pauly and a laser shot by the quarterback, McMullen. He got that one in there and all the way out to the 45-yard line. That'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
Well, it doesn't surprise me that we see Coach go maybe open this up a little bit and give McMullen space to operate a little bit with a minute 10 left on the clock.
Here comes McMullen and crew up to the line of scrimmage. Rivali in motion, backside, Viatric. Viatric's going to get across the 40-yard line. And 58 seconds to go in the game. No timeout. Coach trying to get another play in there. They're going to have to get to the end zone. Oh, they bobbled the ball. Oh, my gosh. The clock's still running. They didn't stop the clock.
They did stop it just now. But
49 seconds to go. They lost about 5 seconds on that play. Here comes McMullen. 2nd down and 3. McMullen's going to keep and run it. He'll get out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 31 seconds.
Smart move by McMullen just to take the yardage he can get. Gets the first down, gets a new fresh set of downs with 31 seconds, gets out of bounds, stops the clock, and sets up shop at around the 32-yard line.
That'll be a Canyon Lake first down. 32-yard line, 31 seconds to go. Can Canyon Lake get downfield into touchdown heaven? Split out is Carnes, Pauly on the right side. And coach is mad. They have to call a timeout. They had not the right personnel on the field, and Coach Moses is livid.
Canyon Lake called the timeout.
Now, I don't know how many timeouts Canyon Lake has. I think they have one more. I don't think Coach wanted to burn that timeout. In fact, I know he didn't. But it'll be 1st and 10 Canyon Lake. First downs aren't the measure anymore. It's the touchdown that counts. I want to thank everybody being here tonight. You can catch us on the Coach's Corner on Monday night, coming from the gym, right? YouTube,
Absolutely.
Darren Prutz on the
from the weight room. From the weight room down in the old.
We're going to have Coach Corey Mickey on and Daniel Garcia on the Coach's Corner Monday at 6:30 on YouTube. We'll get the link out to you every Sunday night or Monday morning.
Well, it's homecoming here at Blanco, and can Canyon Lake spoil the homecoming on the home crowd? We will see. 31 seconds left in the game. That's where we set first down from the 32.
Panthers back with a nickel defense. Shotgun. McMullen rolls right, has a man, and Pauly gets the ball. He'll have enough for the first down. And they're going to try to. Clock still going. 22-21. There goes the ball again.
He didn't.
They lost another 3 seconds on the clock. That's the second time in the road the officials have dropped the ball. Oh my God!
Well, and that cost us a timeout. That just cost us a timeout. So there's 8 seconds attributable to umpire's inability to catch a football.
Yeah, well, and that's no matter what you say, that's poor. They've got to put 5 seconds back on the clock.
Well, at least they gave him the first down. Pauly caught the ball in front of the marker, had a first down, and got thrown backwards. They called him down inbounds.
That's what Coach is saying. He said, "Look, man, y'all been running the clock on us. They lost the clock." Wow, that was like the Fredericksburg Bernie game.
Well, you lose a few seconds each time that the referees bobble the ball.
Well, I don't think Canyon Lake has any more timeouts left. Here we go. Shotgun. McMullen zings one. Pauly gets it. Now that's a first down. They should stop the clock. 11 seconds. Oh, the 8, 7. Now they're still running the clock. That's another 4 seconds off the clock. Canyon Lake is livid, and the referees. Oh, man.
Because if you look at it, the last set of downs, it was the first down throw. There was the first down. They didn't stop the clock.
No, not. Coach Drum is out as far as you can get. There's 11 seconds we lost in 3 plays. I mean, it is what it is. If Blanco would have been to this, I'd have said the same thing.
Well, it's coming down to the wire. 11 seconds left. Canyon Lake has got to score. Setting at the 9-yard line. First and goal. Not that it matters at this point. They've got to score. They've only got probably time for 2 plays.
Yeah, 2 quick plays. That's going to be about it. What a game, what a game, what a game.
You got to be careful in that one play in terms of something that's not into the sideline, because it's going to be hard to stop it.
Yeah. Well, something going on down there. Okay, first and 10, 11 seconds. Going to be after quick pass. Quick pass out to incomplete. Stops the clock with 8 seconds.
Off the hands of Jeremy Green. It was a laser thrown by McMullen out there. Green should have had it, but goes off his hands. Fortunately, the ball careens out of bounds and is not up in the air for grabs, because the ball.
Well, this is probably the last play. If they don't make a touchdown, you got to throw it to the end zone, right?
You pretty much have to go to the end zone. Because if you throw short of the end zone, you're not going to get another playoff if you don't.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Got to go to the end zone here. Here comes Canyon Lake. Shotgun, McMullen. The ball, snap, throws, and incomplete. Ran it out of the hands of Viatric, who went right in his chest. What a good throw by McMullen, and Viatric dropped it. He had the corner of the end zone.
I think Viatric was headed to the end zone before he put the ball away. I mean, it's one of those things. It's a bang-bang, but he would have had the pylon at that point. The ball led him. Now it's 2 seconds left.
Timeout Canyon Lake.
That's going to hurt right there, as that was a well-thrown ball by McMullen, and I know Viatric would love to have that one back.
Well, a lot of times you get excited and you try to catch the ball before you take off running and looking and.
Well, you're in the deal. You know, if you catch the ball in the field of play, you got to get into the end zone. He knows that, and as soon as the ball's on him, he's thinking about cut it up, get to the pylon, dive for the pylon, and you got to tuck it away first.
Yep. Well, timeout. Silence has assumed the field. Here comes Canyon Lake's last play. It'll be from the 9-yard line, and this will be it, pending a defensive penalty. Well, this is what up the road across the highway rivalry are about.
This is good sports right here, either way.
Here it goes, folks. Hang on to your seat cushion. He's got to throw it. He touched it! He touchdown! Canyon Lake touchdown! He caught it! Holy Toledo! Jeremy Green with an acrobatic catch! Put that on the highlight reel! Holy cow!
McMullen just feathers it over the defender. The guy's in his face. Oh, what a throw! What a catch!
Now, do you go for the 2 points or the 1 point?
You got to kick it. You got to kick it, but
game's not over. He got to make the point.
But you got to make that point. But that play was made by McMullen. He extended the play, let everybody run around. It can become Sandlot football, and we just came up on the good end of that.
Well, can Dalton Stanley tie the game? The kick is up, and it is good. Tie game. Canyon Lake comes back. Now we go to OT. Wow, what a game.
Holy moly.
Holy night.
And the big guy, larger than life today. Again, it's a gut check, but a gut check by everybody. And that just goes to the character of this Canyon Lake football team. They did not quit. It would have been real easy to fold up on that.
Well,
they didn't. They stayed flat after.
Going on the clock, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to catch an inbound ball. I mean, that alone would rattle you. It rattles everybody in the stands. The coaches all the way out across the hash marks, right? They kept it together. McMullen found the play.
As he rolls out, he's just, as you said, LJ, extending the play. And he sees his target, his favorite target, running across in that far corner and just feathers the ball over the top of the defender. And
well, I know I've already seen that. Now I need a bathroom.
I think I swallowed my tongue. What a game during the COVID. Two teams that have been playing each other since Canyon Lake's inception. I mean,
hey, did we lose the feed? I'm getting text messages that our scoreboard may be off.
Waited all the way to the end of the game, and now it's got to be charging.
Look at Sean Pendleton and Patrick Almonds taking the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
You know, that time they look for it, you know, you got to watch for that, and they're going to have to play that primary and then, you know, make athletic plays against the quarterback if he pulls it.
Here we go. 2nd down and 9. Flex out. It's number 11 for the Panthers. Quarterback keeper. Big hole, and he goes forward. Jeremy Green hits him. Baylor Smith gets up with his hand holding his arm, and Baylor Smith is holding his right arm, and he's down.
Well, Jeremy Green's coming off the field, too, holding his shoulder down.
And that was a collision of...
Oh, it was an epic proportion.
Yeah, and this is not good for Blanco.
Nope. Everybody's silent, and we should be, too.
And we're back up. And folks listening out there that missed it on the feed, Canyon Lake did score, missed the extra point.
Yeah, this is not good for Baylor Smith. He is in wincing pain.
This kid had played a heck of a game tonight.
Oh,
and,
God bless. You hate to see that because the kid has really just competed his guts out.
I got a bad stomach.
Yeah, it's
I hope he's okay. Well, look, we're going to go to a break real quick, and it's 40-34, and official timeout for injury. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks.
Hey, Hawk fans, did you know that not only is Hawk Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country? If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hawk Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hawk Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hawks. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hawk Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830.
All right.
Well,
and we're back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Baylor Smith went out of the game. In comes the new quarterback, number 8, and that'll be Gavin Young. 3rd down and 3. Push forward is Gavin Young, and he'll try to get the first down, and he will be close with the progress moving forward.
You know, Gavin is Young, senior quarterback. He's been in every game. He's come in at quarterback, so they've still got some experience there.
It'll be 4th down and 1.
2 foot short of the first down.
Canyon Lake now. If they stop it here, that'll be the ball game. But the 4th down capacity of Blanco has been outstanding. They'll just push the pile forward here to get the first down. They only need about a half a yard.
About 2 foot of penalty. Come on, ladies. Come on. Ready.
And he'll get it more. Canyon Lake's up there and gets the first down. What a second effort play by number 5 for the Blanco Panthers. Newsom.
Austin Bowers makes a nice play out there on the edge, but just cannot keep him contained. He's, as you said, he would not be denied, and that was a 3rd or 4th effort. They finally got it across the yard marker.
Yeah, Chase Anderson came across and made a decent tackle. He was the last man standing between that and the goal line.
1st and 10, Blanco here in the first overtime. The first possession in overtime. Newsom hands off the ball, flag on the play. Movement on the offensive line. That'll go against Blanco. They'll set it back 5.
And you kind of think about that. You've got a different quarterback in there, a different cadence, different style. And, sometimes in a high-pressure situation like this, it's hard to hold your set until the snap count.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be second down and 15 for the Panthers. Coach Hooper calling up his defense, looking to hold to keep them out. Canyon Lake missed their extra point, so it's 40-34. And Canyon Lake hopes that missed field goal doesn't come back to haunt them. Here we go, folks. First down and 15 for the Panthers. Dive inside play. Canyon Lake to the charge. Ramey gets up there first. And they'll make back to the the 19-yard line. Gain of about a yard. Gain about a yard. Sorry, folks, we're tripping up here. It'll be second down and 14. Time does not matter on any clock right now. It's a possession game. In comes number 3 for the Panthers, and that's going to be Carrillo. He'll split out wide to the left. Here come the Panthers. New quarterback, number 8, Gavin Young, the senior. In every game, as LJ said. Gavin Young looks back. He wants to throw the ball. Downfield, he's got a man! Touchdown! And touchdown for the Panthers. And if they get that extra point here, that'll be the game. Gavin Young coming in and showing that he can throw the ball. Number 2 with the kick. Now redemption for number 2 because he's missed 3 field goals. This is going to be the game. Timeout has been called by Canyon Lake. They'll ice the kicker. Big game. What a game, what a game, what a game, what a game, folks. It's my first overtime game here at Canyon Lake. But Gavin Young came in and proved that he can throw the ball. And I didn't get the name of the number of receivers, guys, on who caught that. Tied up 40-40. The ever important game-winning, possible game-winning extra point here. We'll see. It'll be a game. This will be one for the books no matter what happens.
There's been a number of very tight games in this series with Blanco Panthers.
Yep. Well, here we go. Extra point attempt is good. Blanco will win. If they don't, we'll go to a second OT. Kicker number 2. That's going to be Nathan Tomlinson. The holder will be Newsom. Here we go, folks. This is the game. Oh, Blanco move.
Had a Jimmy leg up on the offensive line, I believe.
Yeah, Jimmy leg false start by Blanco somewhere, and that'll go back 5 yards. Now the referee's saying Canyon Lake. Oh, what a game! Now they're going to say it's against Canyon Lake. Jeremy Green's having a fit. They threw the flag. Now they're saying encroachment, maybe? I don't know.
Well, you have to have contact on encroachment for that to be applicable.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody touched anybody.
So I don't.
You can have a neutral zone infraction that draws them into movement. That can happen, but I didn't see that.
Personal foul against Canyon Lake.
What?
Well, I don't know. Here comes the point. It's all that matters. Yeah, I went against Canyon Lake as a personal foul. They have to distance it to the goal line. I'd just give him a better spot. Here it goes, folks. Overtime or Blanco win. Here's a snap. It's high. He gets it down. Kicks it. And they win.
Oh, my goodness.
Flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Roughing the pincher. That's it. Well, Blanco wins the nail biter to the end. That will go down on the record books. Well, that was a heck of a game, folks. Blanco took it to Canyon Lake, and they did it with steady offense and good defense, and it came down to that. So Canyon Lake will go to 2-3. Blanco will go to 5-1. And this will be a good game to watch in the replay. Well, let's go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with the messages from the sponsors. So y'all stay tuned.
Whether you're needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196. Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS, number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AMCAP Mortgages LTD, NMLS number 129122.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Faith with Elite Water Rentals. Summer may be winding down, but one thing's for sure. It's still hot in Texas, so come rent a pontoon or jet ski from us. We're open 7 days a week, and your safety and satisfaction is our top priority. Beat the summer heat. Call 210-347-3436 to reserve your time. That's 210-347-3436, or visit us on Facebook, Elite Water Rentals. Go Hawks!
PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime.
And we're back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks. A nail biter to the end. Canyon Lake goes down 41-40 in a game that will be in the record books for a long time. What a game, what a game. Canyon Lake come in here today and had a couple of turnovers in the first quarter, and the advantage was taken out by Blanco and had a touchdown on one of the turnovers, and Canyon Lake evened out on the others. Big game tonight for the defenses on both squads. Canyon Lake really didn't get the offense rolling till late in the fourth quarter, and I'll tell you, it was a matchup, and Canyon Lake got away with some plays, and Blanco just came to play tonight.
Well, they did. It's homecoming. They've had this probably circled on the old the calendar for the entire season, knowing that they would have Canyon Lake coming in. They know each other well. These two teams have played now 14 times, and it's it's one of those things that it's just you kind of throw out the records when you have that sort of situation. And look, both teams made mistakes. Both teams left it out on the field, and while you lose, somebody had to. You hate to see Canyon Lake go down, but hard-fought game and well acquitted on both sides.
Well, it goes to both teams run offense, and Blanco, we talked about in the pregame. LJ touched on it. Very athletic. Coach Tesh always gets the most out of his players, his 26 players that he has. And, they held their own. Canyon Lake had some opportunities to run the ball and get the ball moving, and their defense held Canyon Lake to probably the lowest offensive output of the season. And at the end of the day, there were some mistakes. And Canyon Lake will go to 2-3, and Blanco will go to 5-1 on a game Canyon Lake wishes they had back. But you talk about a good game back and forth on a Friday night. This was it.
It doesn't get better than that. Certainly you want to come away with an outcome win, but that's what football's all about, and that's why everybody fought so hard to keep it going because of games like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this will be the game after the bye week, and injured a lot of not so many injuries tonight, but a lot of things to learn from the game on a young growing team that Canyon Lake is, and I'll tell you what, Canyon Lake will not forget this game next year.
No, they won't, but it doesn't get any easier. They'll take on, I believe, Austin LBJ next week at home.
Austin LBJ's got a couple of D1 commits. That district starts next week at home.
Right, and now the games really do matter, and you just put all this behind you. This is all preparation. It's all not really preseason, but it's not district, and now you get into district play, and that's where where it all counts.
Yeah, absolutely right. But Canyon Lake will learn a lot from this in your young team, right? They won't let this one go without being wasted to learn the lessons that they did. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back and watch this recorded here tonight on the YouTube channel. But it is really a good game, and be a pleasure to watch. But I'll tell you guys, I appreciate your effort out there. We appreciate the viewers, everybody watching out there tonight across the Fruited Plains, as it were, right? And I'll tell you, a lot of people know a lot of people here in this little area. So we appreciate it. Next week we're going to go against Austin LBJ. We'll have some players back on Canyon Lake that weren't here tonight due to some injuries. So that being said, any final shots there, Mr. Darren?
No, just a great game, and I think nobody should hang their head over this. And there were mistakes made on both sides of the ball, but this is a great effort, and just really thoroughly enjoyed watching it and calling it. And for everybody listening, and watching back home, we had a couple little things. I need to buy another battery for the old camera, but we'll get through that. And hope you enjoyed the game.
Absolutely. Well, this is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks. And we appreciate everything. Thank you for joining us. Catch us Coach's Corner on Monday at 6:30 on YouTube, and the podcast Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. If for Darren Lesturgeon, LJ Anderson, TJ Boehm on the Cannon, this is Corey Martelli signing off. Thank you again. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks.